Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here with week 32 of the H.A.M Radio Podcast.
What's up, guys? My name is Noah. I was, that was too formal. let me make it informal. What's up, guys? My name's Noah. I completely forgot about the podcast today because I was really busy working on my ARC all day. It's still in the shop. So.
And we have two special guests with us this week. Would you care to introduce yourselves?
My name is Brandon. A lot of people know me by Spazzy W. I'm a small-time YouTuber. I do a Fallout 3 and a Fallout New Vegas playthrough on my channel. I also cover Fallout 4 news, but who does it nowadays, am I right? But anyways, and that's what I'm all about.
My name's Cody. I post stuff on Facebook on my Facebook page called Vault Dude, and I'm on another page named Fallout Memes, and that's basically all I do.
Yeah, he's making his grand return.
Yes. It's here about a month ago.
That was one of my favorite episodes. I'm not even just saying that. That was fucking amazing.
It was like 3 hours long, too.
As you guys all know, Lone is missing this episode. He's at the EB Expo in Australia. I just want to take a moment because, you know, it was me, Noah, and Lone who started this thing in the beginning, and just say how goddamn proud I am of Lone for officially being, like, promoted by Bethesda, doing a Fallout history booth with Bethesda, like, in this ginormous convention, meeting a lot of cool people there, and I couldn't be more happier for him. And I think he deserves it, because when I first met Lone, he had about 1,500 subs, and he's really grown, and, you know, he's really coming into form here, and he's got a great future ahead of him.
He's got more subs than PewDiePie now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
He's approaching, I think, yeah.
That's awesome. It's like he's the first kid to make it to college in the family.
Anyways, one other thing I just want to promote, and if you guys know, a week ago I did a little charity thing for Special Effect, and that's still going on, and if you're an early bird and you're listening to it on this Sunday that it's uploaded, the charity is still live, so if you guys want to put any more final bids on it to help a great cause for disabled gamers, then please do so. They're creating technology to allow these disabled people to continue playing video games. It's really awesome. So it's a signed pop figure by me and Brian Delaney. I know my signature is not anything crazy important, but it's really just to get the charity going. And also a signed Vault Boy t-shirt by Brian Delaney and I. So please check it out if you guys have any spare money whatsoever. Every bid matters. And that's all I'll say on that. Anyways, down below.
Matt, can you sign next time I see you? Just sign the screen on my phone, just like the screen.
I'll sign your phone case.
So I can't see anything. Yeah.
In
fact, don't even sign it. Just color it in. Just that would be
the whole screen.
Yeah, just that would be amazing.
Sharpie marker.
Anyways, if you guys care to skip around this podcast, I almost said codcast, at all, then there are timestamps down below. And each week, as you guys know, we like to bring in guests. All you have to do is tweet at the handles on screen with the hashtag HAMRadioTime with your answer to the following question. You're allowed to kick one person's ass. Who is it?
Can I answer this?
Yeah.
I acted like I had a quick answer.
That's definitely one you have to think about.
Who's asked what you kick?
I'm trying to think of an internet like okay, in real life.
We'll pick a YouTuber. We'll pick a YouTuber.
Oh no, come on.
No, I
beat up that Spazzy W guy.
Oh, I have a TV personality that I'm just fucking ready right now. Judge Judy. You listen here, you condescending bitch. I hate Judge Judy, man.
Bitch. No, I gotta probably go with fuck.
I think, even though I respect him, I think I'd fight KSI.
I'd fight Hutch.
Yeah.
And because here's the reason, and I'm gonna. Oh, should I go on my rant?
I don't care.
Do it.
I'm a little worried about.
I'll say this first though. I love Hutch, so.
I like Hutch too. Don't get me wrong. Hutch is awesome.
Clearly.
He's one of the like OG YouTubers out there with gaming and stuff. I don't doubt that by any means. But I get really, really tired really fast of his like philosophical bullshit that he spews sometimes. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say that. But anyways, that's just me.
All right, yeah. So you'd fight him, Cody. Who would you fight?
Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Everything he ever did.
Smith.
You better do it before he's president.
Yeah,
That's all I
right.
gotta say.
2020.
Fuck that. That's such a joke. Like, I thought people were kidding when they said that. He's actually serious. Fuck
Yeah, no, I hate that guy.
Yeah, I'd join you in that, actually. I'd shake KSI's hand and beat up Kanye West with Cody. All right. Anyways, let's move on to the Bethesda news roundup. We actually have a larger batch, actually, this week. And let's start off with what we started off these past 3 weeks. We got the special Charisma video this week. What did we think of it?
I liked it.
I thought this was... I'll be honest, they're all great, but this was my least favorite one.
Yeah, this one was weird.
I think it was because they spoiled it with the perk chart video. I knew everything about Charisma basically already. They threw in a couple of things to learn, but overall, it was just not as good. I mean, it was brutal once again.
Yeah.
Stabbed in the fucking eye.
Fucking 420 Rex.
And he was like tied to the freaking thing. Oh, it was real weird.
Yeah,
It was kind of what I expected it to be, though, if I'm honest. Like, we didn't learn a lot from it, but it was just kind of showing it off of what it is, if that makes sense.
So what I was concerned about was the part where it shows him getting drunk. And, because in Skyrim there was that quest where you get drunk and then you kind of do the hangover thing. Yeah. So if you could get drunk in Fallout 4, just how awesome would that be? Because, let's see.
Blurry vision.
Yeah. In Red Dead Redemption, John Marston could get drunk in the bars, but then he could, actually leave the bars.
And he'd be all fucked up. Well, you can do that in GTA, too.
Yeah, GTA
This
4.
game reminds me a lot of GTA right now, with the way you can, pass out drunk and, wake up somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think so much of it.
I think one of the interesting things I remember one of the things I thought was really interesting about when I first played Fallout 3 was the fact that you could get addicted to things.
Yes.
Because I was like, I had never seen that in a game before, so I was like, wait, what? That was so crazy to me. So I think I want to do a playthrough where I am just a junkie. Everything.
In Fallout 3, I tried a junkie playthrough just to fuck around on stream, and it's not as fun as you'd think.
No, because it's just stupid.
It's just stats.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes. I never got into taking all that stuff in the games and stuff. It just kind of.
Well, maybe
I always sold it. I always just made money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, maybe in 4 though, it'll have a different effect, like blurry vision.
Yeah.
That or the other thing.
Because all it did was if you were addicted to Jet, you get this weird red glow on your screen every now and then. I think.
Yeah, and then it would just go away.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about. I'm thinking about in downtown Boston, going from pub to pub, just on some kind of fucking drunken ramble, fighting people.
Even in the wasteland, there's pubs everywhere in downtown Boston. That'd be amazing.
But we also learned that you can basically, kind of like the Fallouts of old, barter with, basically anyone. You see, based off at least this video, you see the Vault Boy kind of go up to these random people in the bars and just start trading with them in general.
That's cool.
And I find that interesting because, like I said, that's a very old school way of doing things. You look at a lot of these overhead RPGs that have kind of been modernized, like a Divinity Original Sin or Wasteland 2 are good examples of games that have come out recently in the past few years that do that same thing where every NPC you talk to you can trade with. I'm not saying Fallout 4 could do that, but that's, once again, these videos are designed to show what Fallout 4 will have, and it heavily implies and stuff, and that was very much, I don't want to say confirmed, but reassured when we saw the perk chart video just how accurate everything we've been predicting was.
Right, and they wouldn't put it in there if, like you said, they make it to show even us veterans and people new to the franchise exactly what it's going to be about. And they wouldn't put it in there if it didn't mean something.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. So
that's how it should be, though. You should be able to just go up to random people, and they should have stuff you can trade with.
Right. And I think it would be a cool. You obviously can at least click on someone and they'll say something, whether it be just a quick line or a dialogue. I think when you look at them with the crosshair, I think there should also be a button let's say it's on Xbox, you look at them, A is to talk, maybe B would be to trade.
Yeah.
For everyone. That would be something really, really cool. Because it kind of adds a reason to go into some of these places. I mean, you go into these different random city or settlement oriented locations, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. You go into them anyways, but it gives you more of a reason to go up and interact with some of the NPCs and stuff like that.
Yes, I agree. It's
or even
definitely
sticking somebody up and robbing them without having to kill them.
That'd be sick.
I know that they have an intimidation perk where you can convince people to fight for you. I don't know if that means you could use that to rob them, because like there's one that like make them afraid. And
Right.
they'll pacify. They'll put their weapon away and run.
Right.
Then there's one that makes them fight with you or something like that. I forgot what the exact ranks are. So I'm not sure if you could do that, but I do like the idea of, back to what we were talking about, I like the idea of being able to trade with other people.
Right.
Just
random people.
Yeah, just random people, like, because it gives, like Noah said, it just gives value of walking into these areas. Because, you think of it this way, every Bethesda game with their rare weapons and armor and stuff, you could just put on this rare weapon on some random NPC.
Exactly. Yeah.
You could have rare traders.
Exactly.
Let's say you walk around the wasteland, and then you know how in Fallout 3 or you find random caravans going places.
Yeah.
Rare caravans that come up, and really have these items that you wouldn't find any other way.
I know they said that for your settlement that, if you build up a proper settlement, traders will come in and they sell you, the best items in the games or something like that.
That's
so I'm sure Noah's on the right path with that. That makes the most sense to me.
I actually work with Bethesda.
That's
why I was able in the first episode to really give it all away.
Right.
In a perfect world,
Truth comes out.
Yeah. That's why I was able to get Brian on.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All
Awesome
me.
guy, by the way.
No, I'm just
Awesome
kidding.
guy, by the way.
Brian
Yes.
is awesome.
Very awesome. Anyways, that's any final thoughts on Charisma?
Oh, one more. Romanceable bear confirmed.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Finally.
Cannot wait.
It's gonna be
that.
This
amazing.
truly is next gen.
Our next piece of news is Fallout 4's download size, or as rather file size, has been revealed for the Xbox One, keyword there, because it can differ, especially on PC.
Yeah.
And it's at 28.12 gigabytes. Now, this obviously, in my opinion, was never a huge piece of news, but it became a huge piece of news because so many people freaked out. They're like, 28 gigabytes? That's a small fucking game.
What the f?
Right.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, you're right in
It's
that
not. Yeah.
people being. I mean, look at
door.
yeah, really. Look at GTA
Ridiculous.
5.
Like,
GTA 5 is a huge game, and I know I always go back to
say
GTA.
that.
But GTA 5 is a huge game. On PC, it was like 60 gigs, something like
Yeah,
that?
it was giant.
So that's a big game. But let's step back for a second and look at, and I have a point to this, I promise. But let's step back and look at how much of that data was multiplayer related and stuff like that. You take the multiplayer out, you're probably looking at like 40 or 35 gigs, maybe. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
And so
essentially 2 full games.
yeah. So I mean, 28 to 30 gigs roughly for a game is not out of hand,
I agree.
especially when the game is only single player stuff.
and do we know how big GTA 5 is on Xbox One?
Off the top of my head, I don't. I
Because
imagine
the
it's
two
probably
can
around-
differ pretty
I did
vastly.
a comparison
around
with
40.
The Witcher, and I think
Right.
a lot of it comes down to visuals sometimes with these console things,
Yes.
because they differ with like resolution and stuff. The key is that Fallout 4 is the same resolution and frames per
I can
second
look.
on Xbox One and PS4.
Hold on.
Where you look at The Witcher 3 on Xbox One, it was 900p, and it was like 30 something gigs, like I think lower. I think it was 30 gigabytes on the dot. While
I'm
on
looking-
PS4, it was like 1080p. It was like the better version, better models and textures and all
Right.
that stuff. And it was like 38 gigs, so it was considerably bigger.
I'm gonna do 2 things right now, or 3 things. I'm loading my Xbox up right now. I'm gonna check how big GTA 5 was on Xbox. I'm gonna look at how big New Vegas was and how big 3 was. Oh wait, I don't have New Vegas or 3 installed, so just 5. Never mind. Take all that information. And
New
throw it.
New Vegas was only like they were like
I'd say, like,
6
8.
gigabytes. Yeah, they were like
Yeah.
6 to
I'd say.
8.
Okay, so 6 to 8 gigabytes. You look at 20 or 30. That's, I mean,
Yeah. My comparison was Skyrim, which on the Xbox 360 was, when you install it, 3.8 gigabytes. Okay, and Skyrim was huge.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, 3.8 gigabytes is very small. So you take the size of Skyrim. I know that file size doesn't represent scope or scale or whatever, but you take that and you multiply it by basically 9. Add an additional gigabyte there. That's how much bigger, I guess you could say, Fallout 4 is, in the sense of like what they're putting into this game, whether it's looks, content,
Right.
I don't know, but it's
Right.
clearly obviously bigger, but it's
I could,
considerably bigger.
yeah,
Well-
I can imagine the GT or the PC version of Fallout is going to be, like you said, considerably bigger.
Yeah, because I mean, this could be a zipped file. You know,
That's true.
It could be encrypted. You know, where they got to unpack it when you install it, so it could go up a couple
day one patches.
Mm-hmm. True.
Well, my thing is open world games is what Bethesda does best, and it's not too far fetched to believe that they like neatly compress certain aspects of the game to fit nice onto consoles. Because they've been building this game since they finished Skyrim, so it's.
GTA 5 on my Xbox. I don't know how accurate this is, but it says it's about 10 gigs. So
yeah, it's ridiculous. See how and then the PC is 60 gigs. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now on my PS4 it's 50. GTA 5 is.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go with the PS4 then because that's more accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I mean,
it's amazing how different they are.
Yeah. Well, I'd imagine if I took a wild ballpark guess that Fallout 4's download size on PC would be around like 45, 50.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean,
time will tell.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's just
a month will tell.
Yeah, basically, it's only a few weeks until I'd imagine this month, October, we get the specs. Not even I imagine. I know we are.
Probably
it will.
That's how it always goes. It's kind of leaked. Like they give us a little bitty dribble, and then they're just like, oh, hey, here it is. Like whenever they kind of showed the perk tree system in the special videos, they kind of show that pamphlet opening, and then they like straight up just put up the whole thing, and they're like, here it is, shut up.
Yeah.
Basically.
They literally told us to shut up. I was
literally
gravely offended.
Pete Hines, Twitter at me. He was like, shut up, dude.
I asked Bethesda multiple times why they haven't followed me yet on Twitter. It's kind of become a thing now, like a daily thing, because they follow Matt and Lone, but not good old Noah. So
that's just not right.
I'm just gonna have to start assaulting Pete. But
I gotta settle for Obsidian following me, but I guess I'll take it.
I love how I was talking to Obsidian on Twitter one time, and like I straight up told them like you're gonna follow me now, and they're like, "Will do," and they did. I was just like, I was kidding, but that actually.
I don't know who does their PR, but they're fucking cool as fuck because they're so cool on Instagram. Like my followers will talk crap to them, and they just like get right in on it.
No, they're honestly because it's. I know it sounds ridiculous to say this, but it's an actual human behind it. It's not someone who's just like, business,
Right.
They
it's
just
not
like
some HR rep fuckhead, but... Or that, well, it wouldn't be an HR, it'd be a PR, but anyways.
So yeah, that's Fallout 4's download size. Our next piece of news is one that I think really flew under the radar, personally. I checked the Twitter and stuff, and I couldn't find anything, but it's on IGN News and all this stuff. Microsoft has revealed an Xbox One bundle with a 1 terabyte hard drive that comes with Fallout 3 and 4.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
It's not like an actual Xbox. It's like they comes with an Xbox, but it's not Fallout 4
special.
designed. Yeah, it
just
comes with the game.
It's like the Forza Xbox.
Yeah, it pissed me off when I saw that. I'm like, I'm trading in my Xbox One, and I see it's like just a plain black one. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, put a skin on it.
What's the point? What's the point in even doing it?
Take a couple of $100 out of your pocket and just put a nice
skin on this. This reminded me of something when I'm at work. I'm sorry, I'll let you can go one time, but when I'm at work and I see someone come on, because I've seen it a few times, someone will come in with like a Vault Boy shirt on, or I saw someone once with a Vault Boy tattoo, and I was like, I always comment, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I do a podcast online, and I'll tell them about it, always hoping like a shred of me that they'll be like, really, like that, like, oh, I know about that, and they never do.
Never.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
I'm like,
how dare them?
Yeah, I'm like, how dare you? Yeah.
I have 2 Fallout tattoos. I bring that shit up every fucking chance I get.
That
is Okay, here's my spiel about the Xbox One bundle, because it is near and dear to me, because this really rustled my jimmies in the worst kind of way, man.
Oh man.
Okay, so Xbox One's coming. They're getting mods first, because they were like PC and Xbox One's getting mods. Then PS4 later or whatever. So, and I play on PS4. I told my wife, I was like, I'm going to buy an Xbox One, and she was like, okay, I know it means a lot to you. And if I'm going to keep up with mods and stuff and even be relevant, on YouTube and stuff, you have to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I put an Xbox One on layaway, and then they announced that bundle, and I was like, But now I got the Xbox One sitting at my house, and I ain't shit I can do about it.
That's amazingly awful.
But I had to widen my doors to even get it in my house because it's just so big. I had to tear a hole in my roof and like drop it in by a crane.
I don't get why they don't make Fallout 3 backwards compatible before Fallout 4 comes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are they waiting?
It's probably not a choice-based thing. It's more so the time, the resources, where they want to allocate that stuff right now. You know what I mean? It's not something they can just snap their fingers and make.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But
you know, it's like people who ask for Red Dead HD remake or whatever. Apparently the code for that game, or this is what I've heard. I don't know for sure, but apparently the code for that game is a fucking jumblefuck. And it's like not an easy thing. So it's not that they don't want to; it's that they just right now they really can't. Yeah. Apparently,
I don't know. That's how I've heard all Rockstar games are. That they're just a mess.
Code mode.
They're smooth games. Like,
yeah.
Have their bugs. You know, every open world game, sandbox game does.
Yeah.
Like, they're for the most part, smooth sailing games. You know, so
that could be why too. But the file size, that could be why Bethesda's that's why Fallout 4 is more compact, because they're just better at making the coding.
They've been known for file compression, not to revert to a news topic, but they really have been. Where you see these, for example, massive games like Skyrim that come at 10 gigabytes on the PC.
Exactly.
13. That's ridiculous for a game of that size, especially on PC where it looks so much better.
Yep.
But it's good for everyone, honestly. Especially when it comes to PC, because it gives you a lot more room for mod files on your hard drive instead of just.
Yeah, isn't it funny how people are complaining about saving space on their computer?
Yeah.
I have 2 terabytes. I'm not even close to using that.
Yeah. Someone I saw commented on because I was doing research on like file compression and stuff, and I was reading some forums, and someone said that they have 500 gigabytes. I shit you not, 500 gigabytes worth of Skyrim mods.
That makes
me son.
That upsets me.
Yeah, I'm like, play a different game.
Yeah, do something. Like, Jesus.
Skyrim is great, but holy shit.
Okay, now I'm in maximum over Russell.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. Did we trigger?
Maximum over Russell.
Oh, please explain the Russell.
That's too much Skyrim, man.
Oh,
how
okay. I thought you were going to say...
How many My Little Pony character skins do you have to download, man?
It's a Fluttershy horse. Look, guys. Like,
oh no.
Here's some of my brony garb.
Oh god. I'm only saying, for everyone listening out there, I'm only saying oh no because this is bad.
Yeah.
The video.
Exactly.
I hope you've. Okay, for those listening right now, if you really want to see one of the best cringe videos, just look up BronyCon. I think it's like 2012 or 2013.
I will attest to that.
Video. It's basically a concert or like a little like I don't know convention thingy. It's fucking amazing, and it's so hilariously
We're
awkward.
not making fun of them, but it is.
No, I'm just
I'm not, but it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie and sit here.
And I bet that whole room with all those dancing furries and stuff like that, it probably smells like
oh man, could you imagine smelling the inside of one of those helmets?
Like, oh god, and like just like baby powder and like just
all right. Next topic.
I'm just kidding.
I feel like alone right now. Next topic.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, that
because they get offended easy. That's why
they do. That's why I was silent the whole time, because they are
okay.
Let me say this. You guys like whatever you want to like. It is your life, and I'll like. I'm just fucking.
Exactly.
I
worry. A joke's a joke, people.
And they don't understand that. That's the thing.
That is
and if you really want to fuck with me on Twitter and call me an asshole, my handle's on screen.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
1v1.
I remember I read Fallout Equestria Live, and I was just kind of like cringing, and like a post on like my own website got made about me, and like it was such an old thing. I was just like, I had to go out and apologize for it. I'm like, holy crap, like I'm not that mean.
Yeah, really.
not genuinely that mean, where I'm like gonna sit here and be like, fuck you, like you guys suck.
I try to avoid conflict at every possible in every possible way. When people like give me an opinion, I'm just like, hey man, that's cool. Like if I don't agree, it's whatever, because everybody's got their own opinions, I mean, I still watch freaking the regular show and stuff. I don't know why, but I just
Dude, every day I put on Teen Titans Go.
I I watch a lot of No, I'm pretty normal. No, I'm just kidding. There are things that what's it called? I do like Adventure Time. Adventure Time's pretty cool. I haven't watched it.
Oh, my sister showed me that shit.
Yeah, Adventure Time's awesome. I still watch SpongeBob every day in the morning. Yeah. Well, not every day, but like today before I went to work, it was on, so I was watching that.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I come home, my wife is watching SpongeBob.
The normal stuff.
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, the normal stuff. I mean, okay, here's a weird thing. I collect Legos.
That's not. I love Legos, dude.
You what, mate?
Try and tell a girl.
I collect.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I collect figures. Yeah, I don't bring girls into my bedroom because it's literally. I'm looking around my room. YouTube plaque, pixel arts of Ninja Turtles, 3 Fallout posters, a Jessica Negri signing, a signing from Adam West and Burt Ward,
Right.
Rapture, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Skyrim. Oh, Batman. Nice.
Yeah, I have my Jessica Negri sign poster is hanging above my thing, and I've gotten shit for it.
A Flash cutout, Darth Vader, Mega Man, a mini nuke.
All right, Matt. All right.
Yeah,
I have something. I have something though. I have a GTA 5, one of those boxes that GameStop used to advertise the game, and it has like the characters on it and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
My brother used to get me those when I lived in New York. My brother used to get me those because he knew one of the managers. So in my room in New York, Matt, you have seen it. Mm-hmm. I've got a bunch of those promotional posters. I have ones for games I haven't even played.
Yeah.
But I have a shit ton of them. I don't have them here.
I forgot to mention I have this framed picture of Noah right here next to my monitor. And I'm touched.
Do you really?
Yes.
Fondle it every day.
No, you don't. Do you?
It's so greasy.
Send me a picture of it. I want to see it.
You really think I have a framed picture of you?
I didn't know if it was like a group picture of like.
Oh no, I was saying like it was an actual like you're seeing your photo or something like that. Just
I'm enticed to do that now, and you know, like whenever if y'all ever have me back, and just be like, then I'll bring it up and just be like, oh.
Our next piece of news. Pete Hines confirmed on Twitter that there wouldn't be an exclusive DLC deal for Fallout 4 like Bethesda's done with past games like Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout 3. Basically, every fucking game they've done has always been somehow involved with Microsoft and there being a timed exclusivity, whether it's the actual game, which was Morrowind, or Oblivion was on exclusive to 360 for about a year, I think. Fallout 3's DLC came to 360 first.
Right.
Skyrim's obviously did because it didn't get on the PS3 for like a year because it was just broken. So this should come as like very exciting news to everyone.
But that's not true.
I don't know how exciting.
Because mods are coming to Xbox first.
Well, I mean, mods. I think mods people can live without for like an additional month, regardless.
But I don't think that's a like company wide like okay, we're gonna do this for Xbox. I think it's more so like a.
It works easier.
This is what it's going to work. Infrastructure thing is what Bethesda's been saying.
Right.
And I know that they're not going to say, well, Microsoft gave us a wad of cash, and that's why they're not going to come out and say that. But in my honest opinion, the way they worded it, it does make sense. Like, when you look at Crackdown, the new reboot, and how they're using the cloud servers to, like, help the destruction of the world. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the tech demo for
Crackdown?
Yeah.
There's a new Crackdown coming out?
Yeah,
I didn't even fucking know that.
And if you watch this thing, like they just keep using Microsoft's cloud service so that in this giant multiplayer world, you can tip over like 5 ginormous skyscrapers at a time, and it won't drop frames or anything like that.
But God forbid you're not connected to the internet.
No, they were doing an online demo and everything. It was an alpha of the game, but you know whether it pans out or not, when you watch that demo, you see what the cloud can do, and that Microsoft has really developed that, where it makes sense that their network infrastructure would work for modding before PlayStation, which is constantly down. It's down today, actually, as we're speaking.
Is PlayStation really down like that much?
It goes down pretty often. And,
more often than it ever should.
They've been,
PlayStation?
Yeah.
It never goes down for me.
Well, I'm saying, like, I mean, maybe because I was reading tweets about it, so it could have just been, like, a certain region. But I'm just saying, like, it was down at one point yesterday.
There was one point it was down for like over a week too. That was a while ago, but
PS3 like 3 years ago they had like it was like
they get hacked or something.
Yeah,
there's still like thousands of credit cards and stuff.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that their network is very, I don't want to say behind, but because I think they've done well in progressing there, but I could understand why Microsoft's ready in that regard compared to PlayStation where they're going to work in advance, but. As for DLC, I'm really happy because I think, you know, mods I understand everyone wants to get their hands on whatever they can first, But for me personally, if I had the choice between mods or DLC, I'd be happier that DLC, the official content that's gonna like count when it comes to lore and all that stuff, is coming to everyone at the same time.
Yeah, stuff that Bethesda releases themselves is coming to everyone.
Yeah. Well, I think Pete Hines said that PlayStation or Sony, they're just kind of harder to work with anyways. And another good thing is that the EA subscription service, that's only on Xbox One. And that's because Sony was like, no, we don't want anything to do with that.
That's so weird. I don't know why they turned that away. That's such a good service. Like,
my buddy loves it. He's got it and he loves it.
Yeah, the EA Access, right?
Yeah, and they're going to get Battlefront like 5 days early.
Yeah, like that's awesome. I know it's like for a time period, but still, like that in my opinion, that's such a great service for $5 a month. Like that's probably the best thing I've seen EA do.
Yeah,
everybody do that.
No, really, I thought I said last year when EA announced this EA Access, I'm like, everyone's gonna start doing this now. Subscription services to get games early, but I'm genuinely shocked. Like Ubisoft hasn't done it. Activision, like
I don't want Activision.
Yeah,
because what we'll get is fucking. Oh wait, no, Activision doesn't do the Tony Hawk games anymore, do they?
Did they?
It was Treyarch. I thought it was. Well, Treyarch's with Activision. Okay, never mind. It still probably was Activision then.
I have no idea, but yeah. So no exclusive DLC. Any thoughts on that? Let's. How about we spit some fucking DLC ideas? Everyone loves when we can talk DLC. Where do we want to see a Fallout 4 DLC?
I want to go in space. I don't care how. I don't know.
Dude, you
were in space in Fallout 3.
I want to go in space again.
All right.
I want to go on Mars. But
New Vegas, you almost can go to space with that.
I don't know if I want space, but I would like something. Okay, first of all, let's narrow down this idea. Let's think of what's in Boston that would be kind of a cool.
A lot of people have been saying Salem. Like
some
type of like witch thing.
Kind of make it like point and lookout, like the creepy vibe, not like the swamp thing.
Yeah.
But because Point Lookout was creepy AF.
No, I agree. It was. That's what a lot of people have been saying recently because it's in the area. It would make sense. It would be a cool opportunity if they used the idea right. Because I mean, I was gonna say they still have that 1950s ideology where like maybe something could carry over, but I doubt it because that was such old times back then. So
in Fallout 3 they kind of did the vampire thing.
That's true. Yeah, blood ties.
Yeah. So they wasn't really vampires, but they the insinuation and stuff like that.
I want a really creepy holiday themed DLC.
That's what I'm saying. I love. I don't know if I'm the only one who does, but I love holiday anything. When it comes to games, like I'll never forget. I think I told this story a really long while ago, but I got my original Xbox for Christmas one year, and with it, my parents got me the first Ninja Turtle game from Konami, the beat 'em up, and that game's amazing. But since the date on my Xbox was 12/25, I put it in, and there was a little Easter egg from Konami in there that if you are playing the game on Christmas, all the Ninja Turtles run around with Christmas hats on. And it was just
so cool.
Yeah, and it was just a little Easter egg in there that they threw in there. They didn't really have to, but it was so cool. And I mean, I love little things like that. So yeah, to do like a holiday themed DLC, kind of like Borderlands did with the Pumpkin Jack or whatever it was fucking called.
Yeah.
That one was one of my favorites.
Well, Counter-Strike, this is just a quick 2-second thing. Counter-Strike did a thing for the holidays when you defused the bomb, Matt. It would like explode into like a present. It would go like cool. Confetti would go everywhere. Yeah. But anyways,
people went crazy over GTA when it snowed, and people throwing snowballs and stuff.
That was so cool too. To drive through that city and see, I was like, "This is fucking awesome." You know what I mean?
I thought that was really cool. I remember watching videos of like people doing snowball fights. It was such like a cool little thing. It was like a holiday season actually came to a video game.
It was a Rockstar touch on things.
You could kill people with enough snowballs. It took like 20 or so, but I watched somebody kill it on YouTube. Somebody killed a cop just chunking snowballs at him.
God damn it.
Oh, God. Oh.
You can use a taser in that game to kill someone. If you shoot him in the nuts and then shoot him in the head, it kills him.
That's hilarious.
And then they shoot around and shit.
In terms of DLC ideas, I mean, I made a whole video on it. But I was doing a little research on the wiki, and I think my best idea was Ronto, or Toronto. And since like the United States annexed Canada, it kind of makes sense. And apparently like Ronto is like this heavily fortified military place, and like it has enough very special landmarks, so to say, that are eye-catching, especially at night, where I think Toronto would be a real great DLC location.
Yeah.
I thought about it, I'm like, this is money.
It would be, cool to leave the United States for at least a DLC.
Mm-hmm. You like Anchorage, kind of?
I liked Anchorage.
I liked Anchorage. I fucking
Some people hate it so much. I had fun with it.
Dude, the swords you get, General... I can't remember. But I love that sword. But I'm all about melee, though.
I mean, I liked Operation Anchorage personally, but like, I like traveling to these new areas as my character, not like simulating a part of the war or whatever. That's why I wasn't a huge fan of it. Especially because it tried to be story focused. It wasn't like Point Lookout or the Pit, I guess, in a sense, where you could just explore. That's why Mothership Zeta sucked too, because it was linear. Sent you down a path, and it's just trying to tell a story that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I love Fallout 3's DLC. Nothing wrong with it, but Obsidian and Fallout New Vegas, they know how to do DLC. I think people should look at them. Mm-hmm. Every company should look at them to show how to do DLC. I think their DLC kicked ass.
Yep, I agree.
The first one was terrible to me. I forget.
Well, it all mixed together. Like
it's all like in one storyline.
When you
no, that's cool. That, like how they have Ulysses and stuff, and
I thought
it all ties in. Oh yeah, easily.
I mean, the only one I really didn't like, and it was the one I actually just played recently, was Dead Money.
Yeah, Dead Money.
I mean, I played it through just because like people were telling me to.
Dark Souls Money.
Yeah, it wasn't like as hard as everyone made it out to be, and it's a cool theme, but it's just like in Fallout, I like to walk around, shoot shit, explore, and be told a good story. You know,
it's
that's
like they were punishing you for playing.
Exactly. You know, I dropped
honest hearts
had
that too, where you could just walk around.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
Shit, Old World Blues, that was the funniest shit.
Old World Blues was all time one of my favorite DLCs.
God, I cracked my shit up.
Yeah, amazing. Penis fingers. Still, I'll never forget. But, that was the name. I did a 3-episode Let's Play of it, and then I stopped doing it. But that was the name of one of my episodes because he said it in it.
I remember that.
Penis fingers,
I remember watching that. So, in terms of DLC, any more location ideas anyone wants to spit out?
I thought about one to do with the memory den, maybe like a Boston Tea Party thing.
See, that's a great idea. I know the memory den is going to play some form into Fallout 4.
Yeah,
and it's literally like the world of opportunities for like DLC and mods and shit.
Definitely,
it's there, man. Like, what could they do with that? Do you think it's gonna be like I guess since it has the word memory in it, I'm guessing. Do you think it'll have to deal with like some form of time travel where we can go back and look at stuff?
I think it's secretly an animus, and the sole survivor is actually a descendant of Altair.
Of course.
Was that a conspiracy right there?
Boom. I just blew your mind.
Butterfly effect. Assassin's Creed has been a big, giant prequel up until Fallout 4.
Oh, God.
You're triggering me.
Russell.
So... One other DLC location idea I have that I'm kind of surprised hasn't been officially done yet. It's only been talked about in the Fallout universe very, very briefly. New York. I'm not just saying that because I live here and because Noah lived there.
Hasn't just like okay. I thought everyone always says that New York was blown up. Like everyone always says that.
Big fake rumor.
Okay. Every time it's mentioned,
I think the reason they didn't put Fallout 4 in New York is because everyone does New York. Every game, like so many games, have done New York already.
Have they really?
Yeah, like.
Well, New York is a prominent place. I mean, a lot of games.
It's a big thing with GTA, obviously, too, with Liberty City.
It is Liberty City, New York,
movie, California, or just every superhero game ever is.
That's true.
Spider-Man,
it's
the Hulk,
huge
Superman, everything.
I guess that's why I say DLC because everyone's like, "Well, no, New York would be good for a full game." I'm like, well,
that's
you know,
I kind of agree with that though. I wouldn't want New York to be in a DLC. I'd rather save that for a full game. Mm-hmm. And if you do New York, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to do the New York City.
That's true.
You know, I mean, look at where we lived. it's pretty similar to, you know,
It's like a rural area. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and you could do something like that and get away with it, you know.
Imagine fucking DLC in our hometown. Jesus Christ.
Oh man,
I'd be doing some hometown research here.
I almost said where we lived, Matt.
Please don't.
I almost said it by accident, but
one of the lead developers for Fallout 4 lived in Boston. His house is in the game. It's like destroyed, but it's
Emil?
like in the game.
Emil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna put an Emil Easter egg in. They have to.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
like you can check his mail, and it'd be like.
You check his mail.
Anyways,
some people like crap on his writing, and someone was saying like how like they're gonna, because his writing's so bad, they're gonna go to his house and actually kick his ass in the game.
Wow,
it's so fucked. Anyways, our next piece of news is that the Fallout Anthology came out this week. Happy times.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of pictures on Twitter of people who've have watched the podcast and also who have it.
Wait. Anyways.
Yeah.
I was about to ask who has it. I have it, and I guess Brandon has it.
I have it, yeah.
Cody has it.
I don't have it. Yeah. No, I don't, because I don't.
Because I don't.
Someone actually got theirs in, and it was in a completely dry box, but the actual mini nuke was, and the entire packaging and everything was completely soaked, and it was like pretty much destroyed.
Wow.
From, I forget who they got it from, actually. GameStop. It was from GameStop. And it's messed up, though, because I don't know if it was UPS or whatever, but someone saw that it was wet, because the box that it came in was completely dry. So someone saw that the actual thing was wet, and they just kind of put it in a dry box and sent it out anyway.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
They'd be able to get, and I hope they would, get insurance on that kind of stuff.
The person obviously contacted GameStop.
Yeah. Right.
And then they said to talk to Bethesda. And then Bethesda said, we can't do anything about that. We're not UPS.
Yeah, I would say it's either GameStop or UPS's fault.
Yeah, it's a whole big thing.
I got mine from Best Buy, and the box that it came in was fucking wrecked. I mean,
really?
it's horrible.
Mine has like a crack in it. My actual box that the anthology was in, the mini nuke was in, mine's like cracked on the side.
If y'all get bored, watch my unboxing, because it's all tore up. I mean, the nuke's fine, but
yeah.
I guess I'm really lucky that mine came in really good condition. I guess it's because there's like a Best Buy near me, so I guess I didn't have to do much traveling.
Yeah, I don't know what happened though, because apparently it's a big thing that the actual packaging for the mini nuke is getting.
It doesn't sound like it's one person either. It's
multiple. Mine personally is like that.
It's a conspiracy.
There was a Reddit thread that got sent to me, and they were talking about how
destroyed mini nukes.
Someone who worked at GameStop found it interesting that like Bethesda apparently like wanted to. I don't know if they wanted to, but I guess since the box can't say like atomic warheads under like the items section,
right?
That would be bad. That they had to name it and like the box its contents as CD holders, which I found was very interesting.
Yeah. Well, I took a picture of it it strapped in a seatbelt in my car, and I posted it on my Instagram. And they were like, "Could you imagine being pulled over and having to explain that? It's a video game."
It is not a small nuclear weapon.
You go to open it. Whoa!
Where?
Look, and then you hit the button.
Boom!
Blows up. Yep, that'd be amazing.
Do you guys think, for those who own it, sorry Noah, do you guys think it's $50 worth?
Okay, the mini nuke itself, like the base that it's on, is flimsy as shit. Like you can bend that by a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, it rattles.
It's done for.
I would pay $50 again if I could go back in time. I would still buy it, but it's certainly.
Who don't believe us.
Yeah, it's certainly.
Rattles.
Like, and the top doesn't come off intuitively. It's not. It doesn't like screw on or something. It just kind of rips off. Like, I don't know.
It's stuck on pretty tight though, in my opinion. Like when I went to pull it off, I was.
Like, it takes forever to get off. Like it's not easy.
Well, I think. Go ahead.
They apparently, Bethesda's a bunch of trolls. Apparently, they put a cardboard disc inside the Fallout 4 slot.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all have to watch my unboxing now because I do something really funny with that. But sorry for the plug, but dude.
No, by all means. Really
anyways, what was I gonna say?
Sell out. No, I'm just kidding.
I have a pretty good perspective because I don't actually have a gaming PC, and I bought it, so it's funny. I pretty much only got it for the collecting, just because I'm a collector. So, and would I pay $50 for it? Absolutely. I think it's amazing. If it was 70 or 80, I probably would have passed on it.
I think $50 is a good price in my opinion. It's in the terms of the craft, aside from the base it sits on, I'm really impressed with it. Like the paint job and stuff.
Oh yeah, it looks
very
fantastic.
authentic to the Fallout universe.
It looks fantastic, and it's big. It's definitely bigger than I expected it to be. I thought it was gonna be small.
Yeah.
So many people were shocked at that when I did the unboxing. They're like, "Holy shit, that thing's bigger than your head!" I'm like, and like when I got the box and I saw it was from Best Buy, I'm like, "This is my anthology." I'm like, "Holy shit, this thing's giant."
Yeah, the build quality is less than perfect, but it's really cool to have.
You have no idea how upset I was that you got it before everybody. Dude, my butthurt level was over 9,000.
A bunch of people started like cursing me out and shit. They were like, "Fuck you for getting it early." I'm like, "What? Because someone put it on my fucking doorstep? You're gonna hate me?"
I was like, "What am I supposed to do now? Who's even gonna watch my video now?"
No, I didn't expect it either. I was planning on taking that day off, and I like walk outside. I'm like, "Well,
God damn it!" You just like kick it off your step.
If I get my loot crate or Pit Boy early, you better watch out, son.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh, the loot crate. That's something.
Did you buy that?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you
sure did.
I got it 4 times actually, but they they reversed that, so it's all right.
Oh, dude, there was a viewer of mine. Guess how many he bought? Just
how
take
many?
a guess.
7?
11.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Cody, I think you just guessed that. I don't know.
I did, but I have a spoiler. You actually messaged me about that.
I did. Fuck.
So
I knew I said it because I was like, that was such an accurate and odd number. How did he know? And I was like, right, I did tell him.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
That's crazy. Like,
people kept buying it, and then it would like tell them like a server error. I'm like, it has your information there. Why would you go back 11 times? You just spent $1,100 on a box that probably won't pay for itself.
I wonder. Right. I wonder like if. Because people who use their credit card stuff, that could lock your credit card up very quickly.
Yeah.
And like if you use your bank account, then you could get massive overcharges and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Loot Crate took that into account. Like I don't know if they're helping people with that or not, but I doubt they are. I mean,
part of me can't blame them though, because when they sent it like the order confirmation, dude, they were getting apparently 15,000 demands on their site a second.
Yeah, like
that's insane.
They definitely should have expected it.
They put up a YouTube video and they were like, "Hey, will you leave our Twitter alone?" They were like, "Our social media people cannot do this." They were like, "This is all for the what y'all need is for the customer service people." They were like, "Please leave our Twitter alone."
Yeah. Well, businesses hate getting called out on Twitter. That's the worst thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's annoying because it feels like a personal attack.
Yeah. They don't like that. It hurts them too.
Yeah.
Business.
I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised. I didn't think the Fallout 4 Loot Crate would. I thought that and the mystery minis were gonna be like the smallest things that like everyone could get if they really wanted to. But, like the Loot Crate was like a rush to the finish, man. Like you had to be in there in the first hour.
That was insane. I literally pulled over to the side of the road because I was driving. Yeah, to order it. And when I first tried ordering it, and it told me that the error or whatever, I just sped home to try and get on my computer on time, but it didn't really. Well,
I work a night shift, so I go to sleep at like 7 a.m. and then I had to set my alarm for 10 a.m. because that's when they went on sale my time.
Oh my god!
So I like slept for 3 hours, woke up, ordered it, and then had all that trouble with it. And I don't think I ever went back to. I don't think I ever went back to sleep because I was just griping at Loot Crate and stuff.
Yeah, I eventually found out just by looking at you. You can just look at your actual profile on Loot Crate,
and it'll just have your thing.
Yeah, it'll show you right there. Like,
yeah, I emailed them and I was like, I better still have my Loot Crate. I was like, I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I better still have it. And they were like, man, calm down. They were like, this is how you log into your account. I was like, oh well,
this is how you log into your account.
I apologize.
The problem is though, is that I couldn't get on Loot Crate's website. Like, not at all. You couldn't even get to the regular website, not let alone the Fallout 4 extension. Like,
yeah, this fucking story reminds me of I ordered Chinese food yesterday. All right, Brandon, and this fucking lady, like, I tell her my order, and
Not
it's
a lady.
an hour later.
I'm
and
not a lady.
No, I'm saying no. This lady that I'm talking to on the phone, like I ordered my food. I ordered the Friends roll and the Boston Bay roll. For anyone who wants good sushi, that's good sushi right there.
That sounds it.
And so I order it. An hour passes by. I'm editing a video for like 4 hours straight now at this point, and I'm starving. I'm like, I need fuel, man, or else I'm gonna fucking pass out.
Cheap fuel. Fuel for gamers.
And so I called them. I'm like, hi, you know, because I thought to myself, I'm like, I don't remember ever giving them my address. So I called them. I'm like,
Oh my
hi,
God.
you know, I don't think I gave you my address or anything. And she like says my address. I'm like, oh yeah, you did take it. She's like, yeah, I did. She's like, yeah, I have it. Have a good one. And like, hung up on me. I'm like,
Wow.
What?
Oh. Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
sorry for giving you your $20 for fucking sushi that you took an hour to deliver.
Yeah. I'm
Like-
tired of eating Doritos and Mountain Dew. I mean, come on.
I say that as I drink from my Baja Blast.
Yeah.
I have a Surge.
That.
They're selling Surge here in Arkansas again, so that's cool.
I hate Baja Blast.
It's good at Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
Okay, I agree with that.
Now-
At Taco Bell, it's fine.
But outside of it, I'm
Oh,
drinking it now.
when
I'm
they
like, wow,
when they
I want the
released it,
original.
oh god, it was gross.
It makes no sense though, because I remember having it at Taco Bell with like a soft taco. I was like, this is amazing, man.
Yeah, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, release this separately, and I released separately. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is Baja shit.
Not the
like,
same shit you had at Taco Bell.
Baja ass.
I don't eat Taco Bell for many reasons. As many
I don't
follow
either.
Follow my YouTube, you will see there.
Last time I ate Taco Bell, I was on a date with a girl, and I had the shits. It was not fun.
Yeah, last time I ate Taco Bell, and I've told this story about 330 trillion times, but it was with you, and I literally thought I had appendicitis. And I'll go a little more in depth because I don't think I've talked about this, but Matt had appendicitis about a year before, or like 6 months before. Mm-hmm. And I had asked him, I was like, because my back was killing me out of nowhere. I mean, like, I couldn't stand, it was a pain I never felt before. And I asked him, I was like, did your back hurt when you had appendicitis? He's like, yeah, dude, and like my stomach and everything. And I was like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? I was like, is this go? So I was convinced. I remember falling asleep that night because we were all in Ivan's basement. I remember falling asleep that night, like draped over the arm of the couch. Like my head was like upside down.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking weird. Yeah.
Hate it when that happens.
It was a weird night. It was a really weird night.
That was the worst when I had appendicitis because it was reversed because for some reason my appendix wrapped around my spine in some way. So when it expanded, it pressed against my lower back, and so I thought like I just had back problems and shit. Nope, my shit was just about to burst.
That's like freaking me out, dude. Oh, just the thought of it.
But it got removed, so I'm okay, guys.
Don't worry, he's alright.
Yeah, but you know. Taco Bell's not good, is what the end of this Fallout anthology.
Okay, yeah, everybody, Taco Bell is not good. Thanks for watching. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks for watching. Yeah.
Our final piece of news is that Bethesda dropped a 2-part video series, I guess you could call it, discussing just the team behind Fallout 4. It was Istvan Pelli, Emil Pagliarulo, Todd Howard, and Jeff Gardner, I think. What was his
that's his name. That's
him. Okay, yeah. And they talked about a couple of interesting things that I actually forgot to write down while I'm an awful host.
They were great.
I know Brandon made a video on it, though, so if there was anything you wanted to start off by pointing out.
Well, my favorite part was whenever Courtney wasn't there for the whole thing, and then she was just like walking by the panel, and they were like like Todd Howard's talking, and they're like waving her up. They're like, "Come on, sit down." And then she like she never even said anything. I think she might have got a word.
She didn't say a word.
She didn't say a word.
She just waved, sat there, looked at Todd, looked at the crowd, and then the panel ended.
Yeah,
so funny. In that video, we got a lot of the quotes that we've heard before. Yeah, like remember Jeff Gardner said that he's played it for 400 hours and still hasn't seen anything.
Right. Yeah.
Still hasn't seen everything. We heard that quote in a Kotaku, what do you call it?
Piece
articles like months ago.
Wasn't that video from E3?
Yeah.
Like every other interview they've released.
Yeah.
See, what's weird is that with Dishonored, when they release one of those things, Dishonored 2 rather, it actually is always some new information. I'm like, wow, I learned something about the game. With Fallout 4, I'm like, this is all surfaced already. I know most of this. I'm trying to remember what it was, though, Brandon. I was watching your This Week in Fallout video from this.
Oh, you
this
watch
one.
my videos?
I gotta know my guests. I do.
Oh, true that.
And fuck, you mentioned something that I must have missed or something like that sounded new. I'm trying to remember, but I can't for the life of me. And I play it on my computer, but then my recording program would pick it up. So I'm gonna hope you're gonna save me here, man.
About the what?
About something in the 2-part series that you mentioned. I don't even remember what it was, but when you said it, I'm like, oh, I don't remember that.
Well, I don't know. I talked about a lot of things.
Come on, help me out.
You gotta have something.
Todd Howard,
God. God, Howard.
Cody, did you notice anything about this making of Fallout 4? Anything new, rather?
Not really. No.
save.
It's falling apart now. We were going.
All right, let's just we don't know. You know.
We're so bad. Yeah, this is news, but we don't know much
We
about
forgot about it.
Like you said, it was just a lot of stuff reiterated.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of stuff we'd already heard. I mean, it was nice seeing their beautiful faces and talking about it. But yeah, it was pretty much the same old stuff.
It was cool. All right, here's something. It was cool to hear how they decided to put it in Boston. They were just kind of, it was just the three of them in the one guy's office, and then they were just like, well, what about Boston? And he was secretly written in his head, yes, Boston, because he was from
Yeah,
Boston.
that's where I live.
But, and then they were just like,
Emil.
yeah, Boston.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we got to see. We got to see an update on Emil's, workout. He's very skinny and jacked now.
Yeah.
That's a great update there.
I need to do that.
Emil Gamer Games Pagliarulo. Emil Swoliarulo. Anyways.
Did you ever see the video of Bethesda's tour of their headquarters? Of like Todd Howard walks through.
I have seen that. That's cool.
I only saw Game Informer promote that, and I never got a chance to watch it.
I think it's on their channel. They have a gym in their basement.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I thought my friends were joking about that. They
have like a legit.
So
fitness.
literally, I'm done, dude. So they actually just work on this game and then like go and
Get
live.
pumped.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like,
think about it though.
crazy.
If you're sitting there doing dev stuff for 13, 14 hours or 12 hours or something, you gotta stand up and move around a little bit. I don't know if that's how long you're sitting there.
Howard can like bench press my body weight. I want to lift with Todd and Emil now.
Exactly.
I want to
Lift, bro.
I really do now. I want to go to their headquarters and be like show up in a tank top and like tight gym shorts. Let's lift, guys.
Tight gym shorts, just like a banana hammock. No,
That's amazing. So
Matt, tell me a gym fact about yourself. I want to put you on the spot.
Fact, what the fuck do you?
Yeah,
wanna
like
know
how much can you lift, or like bench or something like that?
I don't bench.
Okay. Can you deadlift?
The fuck?
What?
Let me think of a good gym fact. I think for my leg size, I can leg press a good amount. I weigh 160, but I can leg press a little over 600.
Damn. Okay.
Which is, I think that's a good fun fact about myself, considering my legs are like the width of twigs. So.
Dude, me too. I'm scrawny as hell. The last time I benched, it was like 135.
No, like for guys our size though, like you can't bench a lot. It's just because you have to like have a good amount of weight to hold yourself down. It's tough. And then people look at you and they're like, that guy's a pussy.
Shoot, I don't care.
All my friends go to the gym. I rarely do.
I love going to the gym. With a lot of Fallout stuff dropping every day, I want to go to the gym, and I'm like, I got something to do today.
My one friend went from going to the gym every day, and now he's a caveman.
Yeah, I'll just do the YouTube thing. I'll just kind of stick with that. That's a little bit easier than all the stuff. Yeah,
I signed up to a 24-hour gym so that I can actually.
Well, there's a gym at my work, but.
Oh wow.
What's with works in gym?
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it's a hospital.
What do you reckon, Bethesda?
Yeah, yes, I do.
You know something.
Oh, I actually do have a small little tiny little tidbit. Do y'all follow Eric Todd Dellums?
Yep.
Dog? Yeah, he's doing a voice for Star Wars.
I saw that.
Oh, that's cool.
That is so cool. Yeah, that was
him.
that was gonna be my news of the week, but I already said it. So
Well, that's actually what we could transition into because we're done with the Bethesda news.
All
on to
right.
segment 3, what we're playing and our favorite news. So, Brandon, why don't you take it from here?
okay, everybody, my name is Spazzy W. Welcome to the Five Nights at Freddy hour. No. Eric Todd Dellums will be voicing Prince Archon. It's Arkann.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But Star Wars, after Fallout, for me, it's Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Me
just
and you
awesome, dude. freaking colliding like that. It'd be really cool if he just did the Three Dog voice. Like
if he just doing like a little Easter egg, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I mean, I'm more so happy that he found work. He seemed pretty bummed out that he was not
definitely
in Fallout. I was kind of afraid that like that would be his last. I don't want to say big gig, but you know, like.
But that would
Tour is a big game. You know,
that
that's a great game
suck
to be a part of.
because he's such a talented guy. And when I heard that he's not going to be in Fallout 4, like in just at least some way, I was kind of upset. But him doing the work with ShoddyCast was freaking awesome. It was so generous of him to get in line with Charles and Austin, and that I just thought that was so cool. Whenever I heard his voice, there I was just like, what?
I think it's great for him though. I'm happy because for me personally, it's like Star Wars first, then Fallout, just because my favorite game ever, as I state every podcast, is
for me
Knights of the Old Republic.
For me, it's like GTA, Fallout, and then Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have any Star Wars tattoos, and I have 2 Fallout tattoos.
Fair enough.
I can't say anything's ahead of.
Yeah, I mean they're even in my opinion. I'd be more excited for Fallout, but like when a big Star Wars game comes around that's like mature and done right, I get like so excited.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
No, not compared to Fallout, but just in general.
Like Star Wars Angry Birds, wasn't that awesome?
Stupid as fuck. Like 1313 looked awesome. Republic Commando was awesome. KOTOR was obviously amazing. Perfect.
What happened with that? Disney bought Star Wars, and they were like, Star Wars 1313.
Yeah, they just decided
goodbye.
Decided to can a good AAA
Yeah, let's just
game.
not do that.
Just waste some money. Why not? They shit it anyways.
Stupid.
I mean, I think the last, the one hope for Star Wars is probably that game by Visceral. I have a lot of confidence that it's going to be awesome.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but they're keeping it under wraps for a reason. I think it's going to tie in with Rogue One, and I think that's why they've been keeping it under wraps.
That would be really cool. But
I don't get why EA is deciding to make these Star Wars games and tie them in with fucking movies. Like, Battlefront, release that with the fucking Episode 7 and really make them push this game out. And
the thing that scares me with that is it makes me think of Star Wars as this may sound silly, but I'll explain it, as a movie game. But what I mean by that is like
it's not a standalone game.
It's not a it's for promoting the movie, and that's what I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I agree, because they're not giving them like creative freedom with the license like they did with games like Republic Commando, where like I guess that could, in a sense, tie in, but it was such a unique story and like different that it was worth it. KOTOR was obviously completely standalone.
Yeah.
Had nothing to fucking do with any of the movies, and just they killed it. You know, it shows that it has potential on its own. Obviously there's a bunch of good books out there, but you want to play something.
Did y'all play The Force Unleashed?
Yeah, see, I thought that was awesome. I know a lot of people shit on the second one, and I understand why, but like, if you bought it used right now, like, I think it's worth the money. It's a good game.
It's like $5 or $6, dude.
Yeah.
If you get it used. But I really liked it, but I'm also like, I like a prototype, like those big open world.
Cool. Yeah.
And I kind of felt the prototype vibe whenever I played that. Just like knocking people out of the way and like stabbing them and all that stuff. I thought it was really cool.
Force Unleashed. It was amazing in my opinion. At least the first one. The first one was fucking awesome, especially when you fall out of the Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
And you basically plummet to a planet. Like, are you fucking kidding? That was amazing.
Straight Master Chief style, man.
Like, seriously. I'm like, this fucking Star Killer guy is sick.
Yeah.
So much potential there. But yeah. What are you playing this week, Brandon?
Well, I'm always playing Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas because my YouTube is literally forcing me to. No, I'm just kidding. I like doing it. I really enjoy it. It's something I like to do. But like I said, I just got an Xbox One, so I've been fooling around with the Halo Master Chief Collection. Somebody sent it to me in fan mail.
That's pretty awesome.
A brand new copy. They sent it to me.
Wow.
So I was playing that, and I haven't played Halo since like ODST, so it's really cool getting in and all the new graphics and all that good stuff. And I am horrible at multiplayer. I play with like 3 of my friends that I work with.
Me too.
And they're just like, come on. They're like dragging me by my hair. And I'm just like, sorry, man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm okay at Halo multiplayer, but I think it's just more so a training for other multiplayers. I said it to Noah, I think, last podcast, that, like, if you just play, like, an hour of Halo and then you go on, like, Dirty Bomb or something like that, you're so disgustingly good.
Yeah.
Well, on the Halo Master Chief Collection, you're switching from Halo 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Like, each match could be a different game or game mode, and it's insane. Like, your controls are different almost every single game.
I can see how that would fuck with you.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I enjoy it, though. It's a fun time. I like Halo. I really wanted to play through all the campaigns before Guardians, but I can already see I'm not going to do that.
No.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That was like one of those things I said I was going to do to myself in August, and here we are in October.
Hey, dude, haven't
started Halo 1.
Mad props for anybody that uploads daily to YouTube, man. It is, when you have a full-time job, it's very demanding. It's pretty rough. I write stuff at work, you know, because I have a little bit of downtime, and it's really demanding, man.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do when they have downtime at work. They like to just do things with their channel. So it's basically like you're working around the clock. Yeah,
it really is. It really, really is.
Nuts. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
I don't want you to go next, though.
Oh.
Cody, why don't you go?
I'll go next, yeah. I'm playing Fallout New Vegas, actually. I started a new playthrough, and I tried doing something I never did before, which is just, like, fuck Good Springs, fuck everything else. I just wanted the Rat Slayer. So I ran all the way to Brockflower Cave, and on the way I encountered the Blind Deathclaw in Prim Pass.
Right.
And I had to book it away from that thing, because he came at me. And so I got away. I went around the other way. I found a bunch of Viper gunslingers.
Right.
Had to kill them. There's like 4 of them. Like a level 1. Eventually made it to Rockflower Cave, though, and got the Red Slayer, so that was cool.
Awesome. I'm doing just a pure 100% evil playthrough, and I don't think I've ever done that on Fallout New Vegas. And
it's the most fun.
Oh, dude, it's awesome, dude.
Because New Vegas has great writing and choices, so it's a lot of fun to be evil in that game.
Yeah.
Okay, Noah.
Okay, I've been playing mostly Dirty Bomb. I've been streaming a lot of Dirty Bomb. Matt and I played Borderlands the other day.
You better mention that shit.
Yeah, I will. Oh, are you gonna back out of another stream, Matt? No, I'm just what's it called? We've been playing a lot of Dirty Bomb, some Borderlands, some GTA here and there a little bit. I did some Counter-Strike last night on the stream. So I probably will be streaming later today, but that will not. Why did I say that? I mean today as in Saturday, not Sunday, when everyone's listening to this. But.
Right.
Fuck you all.
No, you're such a varied gamer with all those games you're playing. It reminds me of a series I used to run. Do you remember this, Noah? When on Glitcher 27, I used to do a series called Variety.
Yeah, I used to do it with you.
Yep, and I'd play different games.
We did Mass Effect, we did Fable, we did...
and I thought it was a unique idea to play games other than Call of Duty. That's how fucking brainwashed I was. I'm disgusted with myself.
I'm disgusted.
Because I literally thought that was a good idea. Like,
it's not a bad idea, but it's just morphed into something better.
But I'm just saying, like, I run a Call of Duty channel. Oh, playing different games, man. He's like, here's a great video series idea for you. In terms of favorite gaming news, Cody, you never got to spit yours out, and then we'll go back to Noah.
Oh, favorite gaming news. I have a couple. Let me see.
Don't steal mine.
I think I think I like the whole how the Deus Ex team. They whatever it is. They pulled their pre-order program from all the, like, I forget how it went. There was like different tiers you could unlock or something, and then there was Outrage, and so they instead of doing that, they just made it so
augment your pre-order. That's what.
Augment your pre-order. God damn it!
They just made it so you could pre-order and get everything that you were gonna get. And then there was obviously people saying, well, they should have stood their ground, but that's how it always is. Whenever you...
Oh, that's so annoying.
Whenever you adjust to what...
and listen to the viewers. Don't fucking say, oh, you're a pussy now. Like, fuck off. I hate
whenever you adjust to what fans want, you always get backlash anyway, so it sucks either way.
That's when you just keep your head down and you just fucking ignore it, in my opinion.
And you have to do that, man. As hard as it is, you know, because sometimes people are just way too negative.
Yeah, I just like seeing when companies do that, though, when they, like, Microsoft did that too with the Xbox One. So
Yeah, no, I agree because I mean I know this is a narcissistic standpoint, but like when I messed up on my channel and I go back and I apologize, they're like, well, you know, yeah, you fucked up, and now you're a pussy for apologizing. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, no, I'm just trying to be a genuine guy. It's like stand your ground.
It's amazing.
Like, all right, so instead make a public image as an asshole and not a pussy. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
It's amazing. You can't win either way.
Yeah, so I just after that, you're like, okay, I know I did the right thing. I'm just gonna move on with my life.
Yep.
Actually,
the Microsoft thing is definitely like that. That's the worst of it. Like I think they had the right vision for the future, but it was too soon. And you know, they came out, they changed their policy according to the fans, and it's like people were like, well, no, fuck you. Why are you changing it now? It's like, well fuck you then.
You gave us what we wanted, but we hate you for it. We hate you for that. Yeah. Like
fucking gamers, I swear to God, they're all
so
13.
annoying. They are.
Noah, your favorite news bit. Say it now.
Do it.
I don't. Shit.
Don't say you don't have it. We were preparing beforehand.
Give me 2 seconds.
I'm gonna call up Shia LaBeouf in a second here.
Yeah. Hold on. Give me a second. What's a really shitty news that Kotaku? There we go.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Oh man, we're calling people out this episode. This is great.
See. Yeah, let's see. Persona 4 looks fucking weird.
Fuck off.
I'm just kidding.
Get off this podcast.
Oh man.
You could go to Maddie's favorite website. I forget the name of it. K-Drama Stars.
Yes.
K-Drama
Stars. If you want to find a little piece of shit news book there about Elder Scrolls 6 being confirmed for the 7th time, then yeah, you might find something.
This isn't really news. I didn't just read this either. But this isn't really news. But I've been surprised to hear that Destiny's most recent DLC, like the Fallen King stuff, I think that's what it's called, right? Taken King is like fantastic. Apparently.
I know it's supposed to kick ass.
I'm very tempted. I hate to admit it. I'm glad we can talk about this.
And that's what surprised me is because I haven't heard great things from some of the other DLCs, and to hear this like redoes the game.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, okay, cool.
Apparently, what this does is makes Destiny what it's supposed to be. It has a full campaign with cutscenes, interesting characters, interesting
skippable
story.
Cutscenes.
Yes, that too. It doesn't leave you feeling like you didn't even know you beat the game at the end. It has the loot system fixed. It adds a bunch of new shit to it. It literally, like I said, the best way of describing it is it made Destiny the game it was supposed to be. But they still say that some problems linger on, like it's still a grind fest at the end of the day, you know?
Right. But you could look at Borderlands like that, and it's not necessarily true because it kind of covers
with Borderlands,
itself.
you progress through the open world,
so
there's always new things
point.
to do. But like in Destiny, you're going back to that same raid like 7 times in a row, and it's just like fuck that.
Well, it's like we played an alpha for a year, and now we have like the $150 game that was supposed to be
beta. Basically, now it's like a beta, not an alpha. If that makes any sense. Well, I wouldn't say that because it's something different. It's not the same. I don't know. From what I've heard about it, I work with someone who's really into it, and he's told me interesting things. I've heard other podcasts talk about things about it. Again, I haven't played it. I have never played Destiny itself. But it just surprises me that it's gotten such good feedback from the negativity of the past that the game has gotten.
Yes.
You know?
I agree.
So, I guess that's kind of my news.
I'm interested in it, I'll admit, but I think because I really want to play the Uncharted collection. You know, that's a game series that I've neglected for a while.
Oh, you said Uncharted, and it made me think of The Last of Us 2 getting like unofficially confirmed. That's
exactly because I mean, Uncharted
the guy had
Uncharted. I beat the first one, and I'm trying to sound like a hipster, but I really do think the first one's the best one, and like 2, I'm such a lazy piece of shit because I got to like chapter 26, and I think there's like 28 or 30, and like I didn't finish it, but like I basically beat the game to the point where like I could say that I like the first one better, and so really all I have left is the third one, but I'm gonna play all 3 of them through just for Uncharted 4's sake, and I'm excited for that. So that's the only reason why I haven't like picked up any games in these past like week or so, because I know I'm gonna be going through 3 action adventure games, so it's like there's no point in really looking into like Destiny or anything because I'll just be wasting my money.
Real quick, Matt, I only got about 10 minutes left. Matt, would you please tell everybody how we got to talking to each other?
Oh, I would love.
It's very, very interesting story. Spazzy posted a video, I believe, about like your most recent video,
right?
And for some unknown reason, someone tagged me in like a hate post on there. It was like, you're better than Matty. I'm like, okay.
And,
Wow.
and tagged him. You're better than at Matty.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. And I click on it, and then like someone agrees with them. And he's like, totally agree. I'm like, so I respond to them. I'm like, okay, that's fantastic, but like if you have something to say about me, just don't tag me because I don't really care. You know, I care if it's constructive feedback, but just telling me that someone's better than me, like, good for them. That's good.
Yeah.
Spazzy's a great YouTuber. That's
Thanks.
good for you then. And so then like me and Spazzy's like, don't worry about it or something like that. I'm like, you know what? I've seen this guy, like I've been tagging his Instagram like 1 billion times now. I'm like, I'm gonna invite him on the podcast. I'm like, hey man, I'd love to work together. Followed him. Then we just started DMing on Instagram, getting to know each other.
I thought you were gonna say dating. I heard D.
Nah, man.
Wait, what? I was like,
I slid into his DMs and we just started talking about it. But I actually messaged that guy that tagged you talking that crap, and I was like, "Hey man, you're rude, but I guess thanks for kind of setting me up with the opportunity." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Dude, go check the post." He was like, "Oh my god," and then started tagging Matty again, like apologizing.
Yeah, he tagged me in an apology. Then he tagged me asking how to get on the podcast. I'm like, I know your name now. You're not getting the fuck on anything.
He's probably listening right now. Like, God damn.
Oh, he will be. He
God,
definitely
my
will be.
voice.
I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, I'm not. I just don't roll that way where you can shit on me and then be like, how do I get on, bro? You don't get on.
Before I get off, just here's my little spiel. Thank all of you. Thank you, Matty, dude. This is an amazing opportunity. Noah, you're cool. Vault, dude, you keep Facebook stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody who's listening, feel free to check out my YouTube. I try to upload daily. I work a full-time job, so but I'm all about the Fallout stuff. I'm doing all the unboxings of everything you like. People really want to see the unboxing of the Loot Crate because people want to see if it's even worth it.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that and stuff. I want to give a thank you to my Instagram followers. I'm about to hit 5,000, and that's just cool. My iFunny page, I just have the biggest support from them. And I follow a page on Facebook called Everything Fallout, and they're just the coolest people ever. Looks like I'm gonna have to go follow some more Fallout pages. Yeah. There's a lot over there. But I just really appreciate this chance. And
of course,
yeah, man.
More than welcome to come
happy to
back.
have you on.
Yeah, I'm actually off work next Saturday.
All right,
so
there you go. I'm not going to be on next Saturday because I got to work all day. So
if I'm welcome back, just talk to me, man.
Yeah, we follow each other on both social medias. So I'll just drop you a line whenever.
Yeah, just slide in my DMs and.
Hey, girl.
Hey, what that podcast do?
All right.
But I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Once again, I appreciate it, and y'all just keep doing what y'all's doing.
Of course, man.
Awesome to have you on, Brandon.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Peace out.
All right. For me,
is he gone? Is he gone? All right. Fuck that kid. I'm just kidding. But,
as for me, because I never went, what I'm playing this week, and I know this is kind of a tacky one. I try to avoid talking about it because I play it every week, but since I've been really constrained on time, the only game I've really had time to play this week, aside from Borderlands with Noah, was Fallout 3 on my PS3. And I guess I just wanted to talk about how that playthrough is going, because I'm playing it through for my Road to Platinum series, which is it's become one of my favorite series, because it's the only type of video that I could sit down for like 5 hours and like know that as I'm editing it, it's not going to get like as many views as like, a Fallout 4 video would. And like, I'm still okay with that. And it's never been about the views, but like, you kind of want to get in what you, or get out what you get in, or what you put in rather. And so, I've just become very attached to this series, and I love it to death because it's kind of just like a normal playthrough. There's no, we're doing unarmed this time, we're doing evil this time. It's just like I'm playing as me. I'm playing the vanilla game as it was originally shipped when it first came out, and I'm just playing through everything and just having a good time with the game. And it's just a vanilla Fallout 3 PS3 playthrough essentially. And I've really just love it. It's my final playthrough before Fallout 4 comes out. And I love how I'm doing, since it's a weekly series, I've just been kind of playing it like week by week. and slowly but surely progressing to what I'm trying to go for is the Platinum Trophy. But, you know, just to commemorate all the good times, I'm just kind of playing through everything that one last time.
Yeah, because you're probably not going to play it again.
Yeah, and that's what it's almost... It's like
almost, a goodbye playthrough.
Exactly, and it's almost sad when I'm playing
I'm
through.
Sure
I'm like, because I'm like, you know, I've really played this game obviously so much.
I mean, rewind back to the first time.
That's what I was just about to do. Yeah, like 08, when Noah convinced me to get a 360, played it there, didn't like it, picked it up in 09 on my 360 again, loved it.
Yeah.
And in 2010, got my PS3, bought Fallout 3 Game of the Year again, played it through for a year, and what's funny is I still have my old save file from 2010 on my PS3.
I do too. I have my old save files from
exactly, and so like I load them. I was just looking at my stuff, how I named my character, what I built them as, and stuff, kind of reminiscing. 2010 or 2012 rolls around. That's when like Survivor 2299 started ramping up. So I played 3 New Vegas again then, and then obviously it became the core of my channel where I've been playing this game, you know, weekly for years now, and to, you know, doing it on streams where I've been doing these special mod playthroughs and stuff where, you know, it like I said, it's kind of sad that this is it. This is the final Fallout 3 playthrough. So if, you know, you're listening to this podcast at this point and you love the Fallout games, I highly, highly recommend you turn off all your mods and just, if you're a PC player that is, or if you're a console player, just do one final playthrough on both games if you can. If not, just do your favorite one as you. You know, just play as you. It's so worth it, and it's a weird sense of satisfaction, but it's really sentimental because it's chances are your last playthrough.
Yeah.
So
I totally agree with that.
I highly recommend it. As for my favorite news bit, I wanted to talk about something a little more uplifting: the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 reviews.
Uplifting? Have you read the reviews?
Well, uplifting because it's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Because once again, I wanted to highlight the punchline in IGN's review. The little headline is "Pop, shove it out of here," or like "Pop, shove it into the trash." I think it was.
God.
I was just like, "That's great," and I didn't even read the reviews. I just saw the scores. You know, I don't want to be that kind of.
Name off some of the scores if you can remember them.
3.5 out of 10 from IGN. I'm very. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna look them all now.
I'm gonna look up. Yeah, I'll look at GameSpot and Kotaku. You look at
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 review. I mean, the first thing that comes up is cheats, so I guess it's not dead yet. Metacritic 2 out of 5. Eurogamer 1 out of 5.
God.
Wow, like this.
I'm surprised it got 2, even on that other one.
Let's see what Destructoid gave it. Those graphics are cheeks.
2.8 out of 10.
5, like a meal of lukewarm water with white bread. It filled my time and belly.
This game is a full-priced game?
Oh,
is
yeah.
It really?
Yeah,
it's $60?
54. I did not know that. I thought it was like 30 or 20 or something.
It's actually $60?
Yeah,
yes,
$60.
I'm looking at new is $54.95 from Amazon.
Wow, and actually, by the way, no, it is published by Activision. I'm looking right now.
Yeah, it's published by Activision.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
I swear on my life, I thought people were like being a little hard on it because, you know, it's like nostalgic bad, but like still good, but it's a full price game. I thought it was like $20.
Well, that's the thing. If it was like $20 and it was like the nostalgic-esque kind of thing, I'd say okay. But from what I've seen of it, and now knowing it's $60, fuck that.
They had a day one
headline
patch.
from Polygon is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 is a broken, heartbreakingly bad game.
They had a day one patch. The day one patch was bigger than the game. Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Headline above is a bit blunt, but I cannot stress this enough. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 is a really bad game. It's not worth the $60 price of admission on current gen consoles. It's extremely buggy, even after its monstrously large patch, even to the point of failing to boot up on my Xbox One until I created a new account on the console. Its physics engine doesn't exist, allowing your skater to perform sequences of tricks while standing perfectly still, or causing him to crash on the lip of a quarter pipe for no reason whatsoever. You're forced onto its broken online lobbies, where other players stutter with laggy like ghosts, and where most interactive objects cease to function entirely. It is a miserable game.
That's insane, dude.
It's like, it's just, I think it's Activision trying to capitalize on the Tony Hawk series with just a cash grab, because they obviously didn't spend money on this game.
And apparently even the the soundtrack is, I said hat trick, wow. Soundtrack is hit or miss. You know, they released it on Spotify, and Atmosphere and Cloud Nothings. Skrillex is in the game.
Of course it is. God damn it.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
Well, there was a Tony Hawk reboot that came out a few years ago.
Yeah, just an HD remake of the 64.
Well, and that was what, $15-20, something like that.
Yeah, that
was fun. It was fun to play. But for the love of God, 60. That's what I imagine it being like, though. Is like that reboot. Mm-hmm. And I would have never, ever, ever in my life spent $60 on that. Jesus.
I mean, I don't like to throw this term around, but like this is a series that just needs to die now. I thought it was dead.
I kind of agree with you.
I don't know where it came from.
As awesome as it is, as it was, there's a key word there. It was.
Yeah, and I think it stopped being awesome with what was the most recent good one, like Project 8. I don't know what came out after that.
I
know there's American Wasteland, Underground 2, and stuff, but I think those are all beforehand.
Well, you had 1 through 4, and then you had the Underground Series Star, and then you had, or was American Wasteland next?
I think American Wasteland was after Underground.
And then so it was Underground, American Wasteland, and then I think Underground 2, and then Project 8 came out. And I think there were 2 Project 8s, or 1 or something.
I think 1 came out for the 360 or something like that.
And then it stopped. There was nothing for a long time, and then you had the reboot. And then you had this.
Nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it made no sense. I don't get it. It's it's also with Skate coming in. That's a skateboarding game. Skate was a great evolution.
That's a real skateboarding game.
I want a Skate 4, man.
I agree.
I'm waiting for that, dude.
That's I don't want to say hidden gem in the sense, but there's a cult of people that this small tight cult that anytime EA's doing a comp. I'm saying that because anytime there's a conference on for EA, during E3, we'll say the chat will just every now and then you'll see Skate 4 please, Skate 4 please.
Yeah.
So
Skate 1 was fantastic because it was kind of unlike anything we had seen before.
Oh man.
And then you had and it really is with that flick it control. It's just satisfying.
Absolutely.
It really is. It has a good physics engine behind it. Skate 2 was interesting, but still had the same basic fundamentals of the flick it controls and stuff like that.
And then
Skate what?
I thought Skate 3 was just a good mesh of the two.
Yeah, Skate 3 was a good mesh. It was its own thing. If it is the last one, it's a good one to go out on. I hope it's not the last one, but it's just it wasn't over the top either. Yeah. Or it had that blend of I remember having times I'd load up Skate and be I just want to skate street, and just in my head I'd almost be making this cool street skating video in my head, you know what I mean? Soundtrack. Whereas you could also go to the X Games and skate and then just go over the top, but still realistic.
Yeah.
And that's where I think Tony Hawk kind of has lost its way, because it was a good series on the previous gen, PS2 and Xbox, the original Xbox. It was fun on those games, but once it went into the next gen, that's where you started to hit issues where it was I just can't believe this.
Yeah, it wasn't good for it was good for its time, and then it started.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the key. Down. It was for its time, because during that time was when arcades and high stores were something that mattered. Where when Skate came out, it was you're an actual skater. You're trying to rise up and get sponsored actual skaters do.
It was a real game.
Yeah. It was great in that sense, where bringing back this arcade feeling works with some games that are new, but bringing back an old franchise and not changing it in the slightest is kind of disappointing.
It's like trying to compare Forza and I don't know,
Burnout on the Xbox One.
Just a crappy racing game.
Exactly, But that's. I think we can move into the viewer questions. I think we're all good.
Yes. We have 4 this week. All of them actually coming from Sugar Bomb. That's a good way to submit your questions, because sometimes I don't use Twitter.
There is a H.A.M Radio sub. Yeah. I'm a subreddit. Sub Sugar Bomb.
Subforum.
Yeah, subforum. All you guys have to do is just sign up, post your questions there. Link is down below. If you guys are interested by any means, feel free to do so. If not, you guys can just tweet at us your questions. We're not forcing anyone to sign up. Our first question comes from Vengeance, and he says, what possible reason is there for them to open the door to Vault 111? Because, apparently, they're saying, I guess what he's kind of asking is, how do they get it open? Because the bomb is blowing up. And by the way, these aren't all Fallout themed questions. I should have mentioned that beforehand. But how does the door really open is what I'm going to ask first before we go into his actual question, because it's closed. The bomb blows up. and it basically reaches them like that, in like a second. How the fuck did they get inside the vault?
I think there's something left up to the imagination there, where you just kind of have to assume. And you know what? It could be a cutscene that we haven't seen yet, where maybe people get into the vault and then the camera goes out to people who were closed out of the vault. Maybe we don't, there's something we don't know.
We know they get lowered into the vault. Like that door goes down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whoever was standing on that platform, maybe they got concussed by the wave from the bomb.
Right.
But they're still going to go down into the vault regardless because the door is going down. And then I'm thinking when you get down there, there's the real vault door that we know that opens backwards. Right. So that's kind of like a sub, like it's not the actual vault when you're in there. Yeah, you're not in there when you're in that little spot.
My other theory was when we originally saw this, and I actually forgot about this until now, was that, like, are there multiple entrances? Like, there's those normal ground doors that you can enter through these hills, and then there's different ways to get into the vault?
There could be. I don't see them doing that, though. It would be sketchy. Although, no, because, Vault 87 has 2 entrances, but I don't...
This is true.
I think one was man-made. I think we just kind of... they buried through that shit. I don't know. But, yeah.
I mean, the other question is that they're saying, like, what possible reason is there to open the door? That's what Vengeance asked.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing what he means is if there's... Because I know you can open it manually from the outside.
Right.
But assuming since there was already a line of people there and that the family's there, that there are probably already people inside, is what he's assuming. And this is, I guess, a speculation question, is why would they open the door back up?
Maybe they didn't know that the bomb was exploding right there. Because they're in the vault, right?
It's true.
So maybe they didn't know that the bomb was so close.
Yeah, because... I mean, that's a great question, is, like, why would they open the door if they know the bomb's falling? I mean, I hate to sound like an asshole. Not even
I don't know
asshole,
if I would.
Cruel. Yeah, I'd have to think twice about it, though, and be like, well, do I really want to open this up?
It's a little risky.
And so that's probably one of the biggest questions I want to answer. I know one of the bigger questions people want to answer is, like, is the wife alive? Is the son alive? I'm like...
And we can't answer that. That is something that will happen. Yeah, not that we even know.
Naturally,
but
you'll find out.
I will go on a fucking limb out here and just say that I can almost guarantee that the fucking wife will die.
Or whoever the opposite.
Yeah, the opposite sex. We talked about this with Young, when he was on, but she's playable. You don't let a playable character live, or else you know what happens to them, and it just.
Well, again, that's why we're saying the opposite spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the kid, I'm thinking the kid is alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's one of the major things.
You just be killing all the opportunity from the story right off the bat.
Yeah,
they both
they keep talking about how emotional the story is and stuff. So.
Yeah, so it's pretty obvious that,
really interesting. I'm gonna. I hope I'm not doing. I hope this isn't the case, because if so, it's gonna be sad. But it's gonna be a damn good story. I think possibly what happens is, I'm gonna put this really broad because I don't know how specific I could be with this, but like imagine if. So you find out, you wake up, your wife is dead, or whoever the opposite spouse is, your husband or your wife, whoever you choose, is dead, and your son's gone, or your child is gone. Mm-hmm. Okay, what if the child, or the enemy, the main enemy in the game is actually your child?
That's what I really want to have happen.
And at the end, you have to decide whether or not, like, let's say, you let them live. You know what I mean?
Dude,
it'd be even more trippy if you don't know that's that, and then you find out right at the end that oh shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fantastic.
I always, not to repeat what we said with Yang, but like I think one of the best theories we came up in that episode was like, just sit there and imagine if like you're stuck in cryosleep, but your son wakes up before you, and when you come out, like you meet your son, and he's just completely older than you.
Oh yeah,
that's really interesting too. I'd really like to see that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be insane. I think there's a lot of room for opportunity. A lot of people doubt Bethesda's writing. I can understand why, but I think there's a lot of room for opportunity.
Yeah.
Anyways, next question comes from Adam Droid on Sugar Bombed. He asks, would you rather fight a camel-sized snake or 951 snake-sized camels?
Oh my god. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm just visualizing it. Camel-sized snake or
951 of them, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, okay, but hold on here. We don't know the size of the snake. This is why I come on this podcast. This is the shit
You ask the difficult questions.
Yeah. So what if the thing about the snakes is they're huge snakes? I mean, garter snakes are small.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of like a little...
What if they're fucking anacondas?
Okay.
You know, or boa
constrictors. I was going to say boa constrictors.
Yeah.
I hate snakes.
Damn.
So I'd rather fight the snake-sized camels just so that I don't like have a heart attack seeing a ginormous camel-sized snake.
I hate snakes. I hate snakes so much.
They freak me out.
They are the worst thing.
Because like when I think to myself, what if one wraps around my neck? I can't just pull that thing off.
No, because it's a constrictor. It's its job.
Yeah, it constricts.
Well, I think the way a snake actually like kills you, it doesn't wrap itself around your neck. It wraps itself around your abdomen, so you can't get like oxygen into your like at all. I'm not a snake expert, but
snakes also like to eat things alive. So
yes, snakes are such interesting animals.
It's like their favorite thing.
They're not interesting. They're freaks. Fuck them.
They don't have legs. It's weird.
Yeah, I would think.
The only cool snake is Ekans from fucking Pokemon.
Arbok is cool too, though. I mean,
so much.
Yeah, Arbok is fucking kick ass.
Big
ass motherfucking purple.
I always hated fighting an Ekans trainer because he would always poison sting you. And you're poisoned. That's the worst thing.
Scumbag.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think I agree. I would rather go with the camels because camels I don't think are that aggressive anyways.
No.
So they do spit. So I think you probably just get a lot of spit on you. But
I mean, if they're snake-sized camels, then I'm guessing I could use my feet a lot, and I could probably take out
kicking them all around.
I could probably take out like 5 with the kick. You know.
Yeah.
So with enough stamina training, I believe I'd be able to take on 951 snake-sized camels.
That's a lot of sized camels.
And they can't climb. So if I climb onto a high surface, take a rest, and then stomp down and like kick another like 100 and then get back up on my car or something like that. I might be able
assuming this isn't like a parking lot. Yeah. But, all right. So So we all come to the consensus.
Yeah, 951 snake-sized camels.
All right.
The next question comes from Twilight Sparkled on Sugar Bomb. They ask he not sure yet. It's a pony account, so I can't.
God damn it!
I can't.
Here we go.
What techniques do you have to make... See, you gotta say God damn it. Now you're gonna feel bad. What techniques do you have to make yourself feel better when you're feeling morose, depressed, or melancholic?
Don't be a brony. I'm just kidding. I'm
just
kidding.
God almighty, dude. God.
I'm just fucking with you. Love whatever you want to love. Love whatever you want to love.
Oh, man.
If that's what you like, then that's what you like. Nothing wrong with it. But what techniques do you have? Okay, so for me personally, well, for me, I guess I moved across the country. Probably talking to your friends helps. Going out helps.
I left where I live.
You know, even if your response to that is, I don't have a lot of friends. You do. You don't realize it, but you do.
Yeah.
You know, 3. I have like three friends.
Well, they don't have to be. They can be over the internet too. They don't have to be. You know, you can't. You don't have to necessarily see them.
Hanging out on
Skype
works too.
Like. I mean, shut up.
No, I realize what that sounded like, but I'm saying like that actually works, you know, and that's why I'm not doing a shameless plug here.
I thought you said something else. I'm sorry.
I'm saying though that I'm not doing a shameless plug here, but that's why we kind of have Sugar Bomb. This is like friendly core in the internet where you can meet people, and if you're like having trouble or stuff, you can make friends on this site.
Jump in the chat and start talking. People are really awesome there. I go into the Sugar Bomb chat a lot. I like to jump in and just see how everyone's doing, you know.
Yeah, and there's just like this group, and they're not like when you hop in like fuck off, man. Like they're really accepting.
So accepting. I take a lot of pride in that. We're part of one of the most accepting communities out there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's one thing. You're obviously already signed up, so you can make friends there. I know some people say it's shameful to make e-friends, but you know what? I see so many like couples that get together and like friends. Yeah, like you make friends on the internet. It's the age of the internet. It's gonna happen. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You meet girls that way. You meet friends that way. It's just how it works. I mean, think of it this way: when me and Noah eventually meet Lone, we essentially met Lone over the internet, and he's just been an e-buddy this whole time.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with us meeting him in person.
Well, and let's rewind too, Matt, to high school. I mean, okay, yeah, we knew each other in obviously we hung out when we could in high school and stuff like that. But like, you know, 99.9% of our interactions with just not only with you and me, Matt, but like with all of our friends was over Xbox.
Yeah, literally,
Exactly.
it'd be like Xbox from like 4 to 8, and then during the school day, we'd recap what happened, and then we just re-experience that.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong. You know, if you feel alone, if you feel weird, if you feel shy, just jump into the chat or jump into something, and just say what's up. I promise you, someone will always say hello.
Think about people that say like, "Oh, you play Xbox, or you play video games." Well, and they say like, "Go outside or something and talk to people." Well, you talk to how many people across the world? You talk to all these different people on the internet, and like they're real people behind that microphone. It's not a robot.
Yeah, don't like. I'm not trying to give you a tutorial on how to talk to people on the internet, but obviously you don't want to like jump the gun and be like, "Well, I'm really depressed right now, so if you want to hop into Skype call with me, like,
don't do that.
just be friendly, be yourself."
And if you are feeling like you need to talk to someone, there are places online, and there are things in outside of online that are, you know, there to help you for that. You know, there are hotlines and stuff like that you can go to. So if you seriously feel as though you need to, you reach out to those outlets. You know?
Another technique I really want you to take into account, my friend, is please, for the love of God, step back and look at the bigger picture. Because 9 out of 10 times when you're having a problem and you just take that 5 seconds to be like, okay, breathe. Is this really as bad as it seems? And then you'll realize it's really not that bad. I'm not minimizing whatever problems you may be going through. Maybe you're going through something really bad.
Maybe they're heavy, but you know,
if sometimes like it'll come down to like, oh, I feel like I have no friends and my grades suck, and you'll find out that all of a sudden you're looking for things to be sad about because you are sad, and then all of us have done that.
And that's why I say talk to people. Like, just it doesn't even have to be about what you're feeling. It can just be, you know, like just just what's up. Talk about fall. Tweet us. You know, I like to reply to a lot of the people that tweet at. You know, I try to. If I don't, I apologize. But you know, if they're, you know, tweet at me one day and say, "How the fuck is your day going?" I will respond.
Yeah,
I promise you. You know, like
we like to, you know, this is why we pick personal questions every now and then, is because we like to connect with you guys, not just on in terms of like, in quotes, connect with the fans, because we don't really call you guys fans, but like, you know,
friends.
Yeah, exactly. We just like to get to know you guys seriously, and like I know that's like one of those bullshit things that not a lot of people like to believe, because so many people don't do it because there's so many of you guys.
Yeah.
But my channel, I'm not trying to say this in a cocky way, has grown exponentially since Fallout 4's announcement. And I have had no trouble keeping up with who my viewers are, who sticks around, who's nice to me, who's my friend.
Right.
You know, it's not hard. And so that's why we say reach out if you need help with anything.
We're not, you know, there are a lot of people, online personalities who
think they're famous,
seem unreachable. Right. You know, you look at KSI, kid's got a bajillion and 1 subs. You tweet him and say what's up, he probably won't even see it. You know, and my point, it's not because he's an asshole or anything. I'm saying that because it's just, some people portray themselves as unreachable, and we're not that. I try very hard to be reachable and to talk to you guys and make friends. You know, when I stream and you guys come in and you know, I can remember off of name a lot of the people that are in there a lot of the time, just because they're there and I'll talk to them, you know, and it's a very relaxed experience, you know, so.
Right.
By all means,
find a YouTuber that you enjoy watching and watch all of their videos. A lot of people
like that,
because
a lot of people feel you can connect and just establish this relationship.
Just by watching someone on a screen. It's amazing.
To get back to the base role of this question, though, is how to get over some of this. Like Matt said, a lot of the time, it's the bigger picture is what's more important. And if it really is something serious, like whether it be with your parents or someone passed away, you know, I mean, something's genuinely serious, you know, it will get better. Yeah. You know, it may not seem like it, but it will.
Always does.
It always does.
That's the thing. Yeah, it is why when you take a look at the bigger picture, anything, and I swear, anything gets better with time. It's almost hilarious. Like, you'll think you will be in a rut for weeks, and like the next day you'll just go to bed, you'll wake up, you're like, shit, I feel great. Yeah. My final suggestion, and I don't know if you have the luxury of having a license or whatever, is, and Noah said this, but go out. Like, when I got bombarded on my channel for that whole console mods bullshit, before I did an apology video or anything, I wanted some time to myself. So I went out and I went to the driving range, and I literally got my anger out and everything by, I know how to swing a golf club properly. I golf often, but I just went to the range and killed some fucking balls. I swung as hard as I could and just destroyed these drives. I didn't give a shit how bad my shot looked or anything. I just wanted to get my anger out. And you know what? I came home and I felt like a different person. I felt so refreshed. and I was like ready to confront the issue.
Right.
That's what the other thing is just get ready to confront that issue head on. Don't run from it. You'll be all right.
And if it's a girl, if it's a girl or if it's a boy,
please,
you know,
please.
I'm just gonna say, they come and go.
Yeah.
Okay, especially if you're in high school.
All hung up.
Come and go.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're like 13 right now, and you know, I usually, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I'm not usually like a fan of the younger viewers because I feel like they just sit but don't listen. Listen to this. If you are 13, don't get hung up on a girl. It will be okay in a week.
Or boy.
Yeah.
Just don't. It's not worth it at all.
Yeah. Trust me. High school is not the only time you will ever get a. You know.
You will meet so many people in your life. You will be shocked.
Yeah. Life's a lot longer than you think, if that makes any sense. Now, a lot of people say it's shorter, but like, you know, you think in like high school, it's like high school. I didn't even think about when I would be this age. You know, 20 years. Now, I'm not saying I'm old, but like, you know, I was just thinking in the now, and then you know, I'm here where I am now, and it's like, shit. Like, high school was what? I graduated in 2013. It's 2 years ago. It feels like it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years feels so long ago. You know, so it's not quick. Yep. You know, so you have time. You know, use it.
Definitely.
So we hope you helped you out, Twilight Sparkle.
Watch Shia LaBeouf's video that says "Just do it." Exactly. That'll do it right there.
Exactly.
Perfect way to end that. And our final question is a bit more uplifting from Skeletal Gaming on Sugar Bombed. He asks, "Who is the person that you've hated the most in your life?"
Oh God.
Oh, I love it.
I've had this question up in front of my face for you know, this podcast is nearing 2 hours, but I can't think of someone right now.
See. I don't.
Do we have to know this person personally?
No, it can be anyone.
I want to change this to not necessarily hate, because that's a really strong word. I'd like to say just someone that maybe bugs you or like really gets on your nerves sometimes. You know, and it's a negative question. It really is. But
yeah, there's no good answer to this, so I hope you guys are ready.
I want to say someone who bugs me sometimes is or who bugged me was probably Connor in high school. He got on my but you know what? I look back on it, and this kind of goes back to the question beforehand. I look back on it, and he's a good guy. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, if I saw him where he worked right now, he'd say what's up to me, and I'd say what's up right back. You know, and we'd talk for a little bit. It's not, you know, it's not like this I'm gonna fucking murder you kind of thing. Matt, I even hated Matt for a long time, and that was in elementary school. In 6th grade, I knew Matt, and I hated.
Why don't you tell him why? Because this story always makes you smile.
He was this fucking preppy, wore like Aeropostale, like, you know, all these like Abercrombie shirts. It was just this fucking douche. The thing is, I didn't even know him. I just saw him in the hallway, and like I was in another class, and I was the polar opposite. I listened to like System of a Down. Chiodos. I wore like a lot of Chiodos. I wore a lot of black. You know what I mean?
Band t-shirts.
Band t-shirts. I was this complete like skater kid. You know, I was a polar opposite of Matt. Yeah. And turns out I sat at his lunch table in 8th grade, and we've been friends since.
Yep.
How about that?
You know, so it's like. I don't know. It's just funny to me.
Yeah. It's hilarious how that one's developed.
Yeah. It's just
because I really did look like such an asshole. Because I remember like there was like a MySpace top or whatever. And, like I was so desperate to be accepted. I'd put like I don't want to say their full names, but you'll know who they are. No, I put like Mikey and LJ as like my. Even though they hated me, I'd put them as my top because I wanted them to be my friends. I'm like. I'm such a fucking loser.
I don't want to get too specific, but did LJ pass away recently?
Really?
I think I don't know who I'm thinking of.
No, I don't think so. I think I would have heard about that.
I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind.
As for someone I've hated most in my life, oh man, I'm trying to think of a really good one right now. I can only think of recent things that kind of triggered me. I usually am not one to hold on to hate, so I'll kind of do what Noah's done and just like people.
Just someone who's annoyed you at some point. Like really got on your nerves.
I would have to say Anita Sarkeesian.
Well, that's a daily thing.
Yeah,
but like I'm not trying to take the easy way out, but like when you go to the UN about internet harassment because people tell you don't like what you do and try to make it all about you.
Right.
That's bullshit. Like,
Yeah, you're
fuck off.
not proving your point.
Yeah, you're just looking like a dumbass who can't take criticism, and I can understand that. It's hard to take criticism sometimes and learn from it. You just feel like people are attacking you for no reason, and you see that every day. And I wouldn't want to walk a mile in her shoes because people hate her, but like when you go there and preach to the UN about internet censorship because people don't like you, you might want to look at yourself first.
Yeah,
and like I hate that they have this influence and that they're using it so wrong. They could have a great message,
right?
But instead they make it about themselves and they just try their damnedest to fucking mess shit up. Yeah, and I can't stand that.
And I think one of the major things here is we're not against feminism. That's not what we're saying. We're against the idea of looking at everything that's wrong and not having a way to fix it, rather than looking for ways to add things to equalize it. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I deal with I say this loosely in quotes, internet harassment on a daily basis. people tell me they fucking hate me each day.
Yeah,
I get called an ugly ginger. Yeah. What the fuck ever. I don't give a fuck. All right. Maybe it's just because I don't care. Right. I'm not saying that in the, I don't give. Well,
you've gotten. My viewers. I mean, you've gotten hit with it, but you had to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. We're like, it's both males and females. So you're trying to tell me that this is just like a female thing, and that it should be censored. The internet should be censored because you're having to deal with it. Like look in the mirror.
That's not. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
You're not Jesus. Relax. Exactly. I think one of the hard things. One of the unfortunate things, like I agree with Anita on certain things, especially some of the equality things with video games and women, and how there are so many male protagonists. There really are.
Agree. No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. She brought to light like a good point. Like, wow, there are a lot of males. There should be more female.
Right, but going to the UN about this kind of shit. It's like one step forward, 30 steps back.
Yeah.
Because now people look at you as a joke. Mm-hmm. And rather than a role model, but I don't know.
I have a two-part to this one. I'll tell you who I don't like. I'll tell you who I really do like, to add a more positive note to it. I don't like Kanye West. I already said that. I really, really don't like that guy. Nothing about him. But Ellen DeGeneres, she is a fantastic person. And
I've heard that she's not amazing off camera, but I don't believe that.
I wouldn't believe that at all. I don't know. I watched a lot of her YouTube videos. Actually, I don't even watch her show. I just watch the ones on YouTube. But I've never seen her at all. And a lot of times she'll make fun of situations like political stuff. She'll make fun of it, and it's funny because nobody likes politicians. So
right, exactly.
I think. Tacking on to a person I've hated most of my life, I guess if I really had to pick, it's not even a person, it's a thing, but it's how, and I know this is my unique perspective, but it's how the modern press presents gaming YouTubers. I don't know if anyone watched the game.
Oh,
they make it sound like a joke.
No, but I'm saying, did anyone watch the Game Theories? I think that's their channel name.
Yeah.
MatPat.
Yeah.
They did that video on industry trends and how the press works and stuff. Holy shit, was that eye-opening? How they just
crazy.
The number one YouTuber wins an award at this Nickelodeon's TV show award. It's the best internet celebrity.
Yeah.
They don't even try to pronounce his name right. His name is Felix Keljelberg, I think it is. Or something like that.
I thought it was Kjellberg. I don't know. I could be wrong. But she goes, this dumb bitch goes, Felix, if you want your award, come here and get it.
Yeah.
See,
what the fuck?
How do you, and it's
if that was Kanye fucking West, there'd be a public apology.
It's
amazing. The
amazing.
internet would set ablaze. I'm like, fuck you.
See,
it's
and
amazing.
Let's back up. Look at how many views PewDiePie gets on any video.
Yeah, he just hit 10 billion.
Some of them are more than fucking network, based sitcoms.
TV shows and stuff. Yeah,
and I was gonna say, why they trash them is because that brings their thing up, because people step in to defend them because they're like, fuck off. Because once again, the Game Theory video brought up a brilliant point that their views will be down, and then he said when they bring this controversy just to spark it, uninformed controversy, it brings their site right back up.
It's amazing,
right.
Unbelievable.
And it's unfortunate.
It'll always work though, because you're not just gonna lay down and be like, well, sure, fine, we'll accept it. But the fact that they portray, I hate it. I've always not liked the press, but like this just makes me like despise it, because it's
this specifically,
because it's like it's such a popular thing. Like, how can you treat something that's so popular like an Outcast just because you're unfamiliar with it? Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
right.
And PewDiePie he's a great guy too. Like,
yes,
he's done all this stuff for charity. He does all these different things, and the media still they can't wrap their head around a YouTube celebrity being a celebrity. Like, he
right, and they don't think it's a thing. And it's amazing to me, like, and I made this point before, that he gets more views than certain network shows and stuff, and they still think it's a joke. And it's like, I don't think you get this.
It's like, just because you can't accept
it's the same thing with that one guy. Crap, he
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. He did the same thing, and it completely worked in his favor because everybody watches that video now. He gets so many views on that video.
What video? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with what
it's
happened.
Like he just literally trashes
YouTube gaming. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, he basically calls everyone idiots and stuff if you watch someone else play a video game.
You go ahead and watch it real quick. It's literally like a 2-minute video. You can watch it while we just keep talking real quick. Like, it's amazing though, because he makes a video a week later with Markiplier and I forgot what the other girl.
Yeah, I forgot her name too.
YouTuber was. To be honest, I've never heard of her, but regardless, she and they explained to him like, hey, this is what YouTube gaming is, and even in that video, like, you could see he's pretending to try to understand it, but he really doesn't give a fuck.
You could also tell that Markiplier didn't want to be there in the slightest.
Yeah, because he knew he didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
it's fucking. But yeah, I don't get why this is. I don't want to say allowed, but like, why don't they try to?
I can't watch it right now, but I will in a second.
Yeah,
it sounds ridiculous, but why don't they try to work with them in some way? Like, a good example, and this is a weird
they don't
example,
understand them.
But I'm saying, like, a good example, but yet a weird one is, like, I guess Fred. Like, you take a YouTuber who became popular, although it's not gaming YouTube, and you bring him into Nickelodeon. He's got all his own shows and shit. Now he's a celebrity, like a normal celebrity.
Same thing with Tobuscus. Tobuscus was a YouTuber, and they put him on The Annoying Orange on Cartoon Network. He's a legit celebrity now because of YouTube. Like,
it's ridiculous.
It's a new sense of media that old school media doesn't necessarily understand yet, but is slowly starting to. And you can see it in companies, especially like, what's it called? How do I put this? I want to say like Gunner and stuff like that, but I want to go bigger than that.
Yeah.
Like Intel. Okay, that's a perfect one. Intel is now sponsoring a lot of streamers. Mm-hmm. Co-Carnage is one of them. You go on a stream, you'll see Intel logos.
I know, Melanie Mac did a few commercials for them.
So I mean, again, it's new media becoming a thing and almost overshadowing old media, and it's big.
I know this is a weird example, but a good one. I know it's not really a corporation, but and by the way, he's not getting paid for this in the slice, but like Lone and Bethesda, like they're working together now, doing like a booth and shit. I know it's a totally different thing, but that's a big corporation bringing in a YouTuber who's a face for a community and working together.
It's amazing. Yeah, like I had something I was gonna say, and now it's gone. Damn it.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that if I really hated, I guess it's more so a thing than a person. I don't take it to heart because I know that the basic bottom line to it is that they don't get it, but you almost want them to get it, so it's like it's not a joke. I can understand if you kind of look at it and scratch your head a little bit. I mean, I won't even lie. I'm a guy who streams and does YouTube videos, and sometimes even I don't get why people enjoy watching my Twitch streams, where I just sit there, talk, and play video games when they could be playing the game themselves. But a lot of people treat it like a sports game, for example, where you could go out and play that sport, but it's fun to watch people do things their own way.
It's the same thing. Do you know who Boogie is on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. He made a perfect response to Jimmy Kimmel's video, basically saying, like, you watch these people because you get connected to these people as if because they're a person that you watch every single day. And it's the same thing. Like, he said Jimmy Kimmel recently had Miley Cyrus on his show. Well, I would rather watch PewDiePie play Agario than listen to Miley Cyrus say literally anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, and she probably said literally nothing.
Yeah. Like, it's amazing that, but he has her on his show, and he understands. Oh well, I have her on my show for views and stuff. Well, we watch these people because we enjoy watching what they do. It's
exactly, and you made a good point there. You said you feel connected. That's a big thing about it too. Is that these people, you know, they stream so much or they upload every day, and you watch them and you get so invested into what they're doing or what they're saying that you do feel connected. You do feel like
you feel like you know this person.
Exactly, and it makes a bond that necessarily can't be made or is very hard to make on normal entertainment or media.
Because these normal celebrity stars are essentially, you know, walking the red carpet, going to these big shows where only celebrities are allowed and stuff.
They make it a point that you're not them. They make that clear.
Or, you know, YouTubers always thank their audience, say, I'm here because of you, I want to interact with you.
Yeah.
Well, and it harkens back to what I said about the unreachable thing. You know, that's why I like to, and I'm not calling myself an internet celebrity. I'm not saying any of us are. We're normal people, just like everyone else listening. But my point is that, like, that's why I like it when we reply and when Matt replies to people and stuff like that, you know, and because we're not these beings. We're just people. Like, I work almost every day, you know, it's like, I have homework just like you do, you know.
Exactly.
You know, speaking of like interaction and stuff, you know, you don't see, like, for example, a producer of a TV show say, "Thanks for watching my TV episode." You know,
well, he may, but
I'm saying, like, he won't say, like, what I do with my Road to Platinum is when I do like a really long episode, like the one I just uploaded today was 37 minutes long, like, and it took me 6 hours to edit. And I said, if you sat through this whole episode, tweet at me, let me know. I want to thank you. You know, you don't see like a TV show producer saying, thanks for watching my 1 hour pilot, you know, and individually thanking all these viewers. And you shouldn't really expect them to, because it's sometimes on a much grander scale. What I'm saying is that it's a more personal establishment there.
Yeah.
Right.
And like
it's there with the TV stuff, there's more behind it. If that makes any sense, there's a lot more people there, you know. And again, it gives you the illusion, without meaning to, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just what it is, that it is this unreachable thing. You can't really feel connected. I will say, certain shows, you do develop a connection over. The Office, for me, was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Lost.
just...
I mean...
Lost can be one, you know...
The League. The League
works, too.
Because I saw our friend group in that. There was a personal connection there.
Yes, Andre. But, what's it called? You know, it's just two very different medias that I don't think they understand necessarily, or are just starting to, you know, because there are changes. Like, you know, apparently there's the next CSGO Cologne tournament in Germany is going to be put on TBS, or some major CSGO tournament is going to be viewed on TBS. Now, whether or not that's a good idea, we're not going to get into. But my point is it steps forward to kind of making, you know, bridging that gap.
Yeah.
But
I heard one of the League of Legends tournaments had like 13 million people watching it live. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, that is 13 million real people watching someone play a video game. So
I mean, this is not a joke. This is real,
especially because it's esports. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for them to make like a television network. You know, like a show from
a real one.
I'm
like
saying
that.
Yeah, like a show from Machinima for 30 minutes. A show from TGN. You know, all these big partner networks like doing a show each week on this one big gaming television network. I think that'd be a cool idea, personally. That's a way for them to coexist and make it a mainstream thing in a sense.
I think one day esports.
Yeah, esports will have its own thing.
Will make it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's 13 million. That's fucking. That's more than like
so
normally normal fucking games. Like that's insane.
Yeah, but I think we should probably wrap it up. Yeah.
That was great. I love.
That was good solid questions, guys.
Yeah, keep asking them on Sugarbombed on Twitter, whichever one you choose. Sugarbombed is a good way to really get your question noticed, because we get a decent amount there, but like not an insane amount. Where, you know, in Twitter sometimes, like we said, sometimes it gets filtered out. So be sure to submit your questions either way. We'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Cody, for coming on once again.
Anytime.
Thank you, Brandon, in spirit.
Yep.
Thank you, Noah, for staying this whole time.
Fuck you.
And Lone will be back next week. Noah, you said you wouldn't be on next week?
I will not be on next week. I have to work, unfortunately.
That's fine. That is totally fine. Thank you guys for staying tuned this entire episode. This has been episode 32 of the H.A.M Radio Podcast. Cody, you're lucky that Lone's not here, or else he'd be putting you on the spot.
I know. I was thinking that too.
Yeah, he's not here, so you're good to go. Last time we did that, we had Marcus, who's like an animator who I'm working with. He did one of the creepiest outros I've ever heard. He just like whispered, he's like, "Will Senpai notice me?" And like, it was actually
it was weird. I thought it was funny, but
it gave me goosebumps, like to how cringe I had. I was like, God, Marcus, the fuck was that?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny though. I mean, he's probably listening right now, and I hope he is because it was fantastic.
It was funny as shit. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for staying tuned this whole episode. We do appreciate it. And until next week, we will catch you guys later.